Good afternoon, I'm Nate Poonerball with your sports update. According to Peter Thamel and Dave Wetzel of ESPN, Michigan is zeroing in on former Utah head coach Kyle Whittingham as their next head football coach. Whittingham stepped down after 21 seasons at Utah. He led the Utes to an almost 67% winning percentage in an unbeaten season in 2008. In other coaching news, Ohio University has officially promoted defensive coordinator John Hauser to head coach. He coached OU to a 17-10 win over UNLV on Tuesday in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. Afternoon football features some Big Ten teams. Northwestern leads Central Michigan 21-0 in the Game Above Sports Bowl, and Minnesota takes on New Mexico in the Rape Bowl at 4:30. Tomorrow, Penn State takes on Clemson in the Pinstripe Bowl. In the NBA, the Cavs follow up their Christmas defeat by heading out to Houston Saturday night. The Cavs currently sit at 17-15, and in the NHL, the CBJ return to the ice Sunday night at Nationwide Arena to take on the Islanders. Breaking sports news, what happens to the fan? Ohio Sports has sedation.
You're about to enter a land of audio delight so awesome that you'll drop all important obligations to get your daily fix. Even Marconi, inventor of the radio, couldn't imagine the pleasures that are about to invade your ear hole.
Oh, yes.
Try as you might, there's no escape. Let's begin.
Mom, good afternoon.
This is Common Man and Timmy.
Doing good, Mike.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
With special guests, Nicole Sheeran.
Yeah, dog.
Jen Winters.
I will kick you in the junk.
Jeff Rimmer.
I will be around to haunt you forever.
And Chris Collinsworth.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Broadcasting live from the corner of Cracky and Sacky.
Excuse me.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
They don't know what the they're doing.
Happy Friday, everybody. We've got a Go to Jail Friday coming at you here. We got a lot of fun things planned today, too, that are a little bit outside the norm for a typical Friday. That's funny. We were actually just talking about Norm before the show started.
Yes, we were. God bless him.
My good friend,
Yes!
Jen Winters is here today.
I'm so excited.
How you doing, Jen?
Doing good, Tim.
All right.
Doing good, Mike.
How are you doing, Ryan Baker?
Yeah,
Double
Ryan!
shifting today.
Doing good, Mike.
Doing good, Mike.
All right, fantastic. Tressel's doing well. I think I actually screwed that up, but
No, it's
that was bound to happen.
it's okay. He's here. He's just reporting for duty.
So Baker is like the biggest workaholic that we have at the
Yes.
radio station. So when there was nobody left to work and there was one person to tap on the shoulder and say, we have nobody. We have no Panama Ted. We have no Jacob Reimer. We have no Evil Bald Colin. We need you to work another 3 hours today. He said, sure, that's fine. Sounds fun.
Had the last 2 days off. We're good.
That's right.
True.
A couple of days off. Christmas is fun. Christmas is the mother of all holidays, but to be here with you guys on the 26th, the day after, it's kind of nice. This is kind of nice. And we roll this right into the weekend, too.
Yeah.
So this sort of helps you get your feet wet. We're not going to go into next week fretting this. Like if I were to get back to work next week and it had the whole like 6, 7, 8 days off,
Yeah.
it would have been tough to sort of get back into the mojo. Now it's not going to be so bad since we have this 3 hours to have a lot of fun with all our listeners.
Well, and I have like the most random vacation. So like I'm kind of here, not here, whatever. So when you asked if I could come in, I was like, sweet. Yes, absolutely. I love this.
So here's what we have. I mentioned Go to Jail Friday. We'll have some coming up here at 3:46. And of course, all of you fine listeners can throw, and maybe these should be more Christmas themed. I feel like we got to throw, we'll have some Christmas jailbirds.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff that it's great yesterday, but then there's some stuff that's not great as well. And I've already made several observations on my own, so I'll have some of those coming up here at the end of the hour, and then yours the rest of the show. So goodcleanboy@gmail.com. You can text the burner at 614-787-3093 or tweet or X us at manandtimmy971. We will talk some Big Ten football with our friend Adam Rittenberg. We'll go around the Big Ten. That'll be at 3:30. So coming up here in a little under half an hour, we can talk about the Buckeyes, Indiana, the Michigan gig.
Kyle Whittingham.
That's coming to a head here today.
Northwestern showing up against Central Michigan.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple of Big Ten juggernauts in action. Of course, we're going to have Pick Your Parlay at 5 o'clock, and that's what we got cooking today, and a lot of fun. So I mean, yesterday was the big day.
Yeah.
You can already see just from looking at me, and if you guys are watching on our YouTube channel, I got a pretty slick jacket.
It's the most majestic
from my wife
ever.
I did. This is a full-on, authentic Top Gun jacket. And
It's so
I
great.
love it.
It's fitting. Is it warm? You have to be like pretty warm right now.
Well, it's nylon though, so it's not the full-on genuine leather, but I got it unzipped right now. I feel like it will provide an equal amount warmth, but it's also not going to kill me if I don't need all
when
of
you
that.
got the Sherpa lines, the collar,
Yeah.
which is great, and it is fantastic.
No, so if you're a fan of the movies, or if you were just a fan of the style of those bomber jackets, or if you want something that kind of makes you look like you're President Ted Carter or Goose or Maverick, or you just love the films, I had kind of started looking around at these around Halloween because I'm thinking Maverick or Goose is a perfect costume.
Oh, yeah.
And we're always, obviously, you've tuned into us, you've seen our show on the YouTube channel, the visual aspect. We like to do some of the costumes and some of the bits, but this is not going to be that. Like, this actually pays homage. This has on the interior of the jacket.
Oh, yes.
It has, like, I showed it to you, a giant patch that commemorates an actual pilot.
Yes.
And if you go and find their website, it's like the official Top Gun store. They're an outfit out of New York City, and they make like 20 different models of various jackets. This is like the nylon bomber.
I mean, they've got
have full
some
genuine leather.
really nice leather jackets. It's like, holy crap. I mean, that would up your game for Leather Jacket Wednesdays.
I know, but it doesn't apply.
I know.
It doesn't apply because it not leather.
I know.
But it's still so cool.
It's amazing.
Patches all over it, and the giant patch on the back. So if I could show the people that are
I was
watching.
going to say, you could
It's got like the North Island, Coronado, San Diego patch on the back.
When we go to commercial and it goes to, or you could just go look at it now.
I don't know, because if I wasn't talking, the camera might.
Right. When we go to commercial, though, go stand in front of, during the traffic update.
That's a good call.
Go stand in front of that camera.
That's a good call.
It'll get you.
How was your day yesterday?
It was good. We ended up really just not doing anything. We woke up. I stayed up until about 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve because
3 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Why?
So I was working on.
How do you do that?
I was just working on the Christmas graphic and the
What 40-year-old
Christmas video.
I don't.
for the fans.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That video?
Yes. I just wanted it done so I could just kind of chill yesterday. So I finished it, and then I got up. It was probably 10 in the morning, and then we did presents, and we watched. I watched really crappy football. I had to get in a few of the usual favorites for Christmas morning, though. Like, I have to watch the first episode that The Office did of Christmas, so the Yankee swap, and then I have to watch Benihana Christmas from The Office.
Okay, those are some interesting
So we did
traditions.
that, and then
Two Office
Christmas episodes,
traditions
and then
I'd
caught a
probably
little bit of
know
a
'em.
Christmas Story, which I know you're not a big fan of A Christmas Story.
Yeah, it's
Caught a little bit of that,
It's
and-
all right. I
yeah.
have my run because everybody kind of grows up, and it's. I mean, I grew up in the TNT era where it's on the
24
Superstation,
hours. Yeah.
TNT, TBS, simulcast, 24 straight hours. So I've seen it about a bazillion times. I totally understand people where that's a soft spot for
It's
them.
just fun.
We can't all. That's what's fun about debating the Christmas movies.
Right.
We can't all like the same ones. We can fight about them. We can call each other dumb. You can call me dumb for hating it, for not being all that into it.
No, you're not dumb for it.
I'm a Christmas Vacation guy through and through.
Well, that's my favorite.
And Mike would strangle me, so it's good that he's not here. I do always give It's a Wonderful Life a watch.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
You don't
movie.
care too
No.
much for that one, no.
No, but I mean, we did go to the Christmas Story house last week. I had never been there before, so it was just nice to see the house in person and then to see it on Christmas
And
Day.
I have
It
a
was
little problem with something that they're doing at the Christmas Story house. I don't, and this is me not being. I'm not all in on that movie. That's not my movie. It's not in my hopper. I don't have to watch it every Christmas.
But they like to make money on other movies.
You should not be selling other Christmas movies crap at your Christmas Story house.
I know, but that's
it should
where
be
your presents
Ralphie
came from.
sweatsuits and Leave It to Beaver hats and all that good stuff.
Well, you
Davy
got it.
Crockett hats, whatever I'm trying to say.
You got
all that
what,
good
the
stuff.
Christmas Vacation mug, and you got a Christmas Vacation magnet that came from the Christmas
That came
Story
from the Christmas Story house.
house.
Perfect.
Hey, you know what? They like to make money on other movies too. I mean, they were selling stuff for The Grinch and Nightmare Before Christmas and Elf and Christmas Vacation. And yeah, I mean, let them live.
So what do you do? Like, you go up there, you look at the leg.
Well,
do you walk? Do you go in the house?
We did not pay to go in the house because
you
we
do
got
pay
up there.
to go in the house.
It was like about time for their last tour, and it was $20. And I'm like, I don't care to spend $20 to go through here. So you
it's
can
only
walk
$20 per person.
Right. So you can walk around the property and look at it. And then across the street, obviously, is a gift shop. There's a museum. And it was just nice because there was still snow on the ground and it was decorated for Christmas. And it was just like, okay, this is perfect. I don't need to go in and see the house. I'll just watch the movie.
Yeah, I don't know if
we took our picture on the front porch by the leg lamp. So that was worth it.
The only thing that scratches me right where I itch for like a movie backdrop, a movie setting, is one I've talked about many, many times. It's the sports flick. It's Hoosiers.
Oh,
and the actual gym, the actual Hoosier gym, just like from the movie, sits there, isolated in time.
That's so cool.
On the way to Indianapolis. It is the best roadside stop. If anyone's going to the Big Ten Championship or going that way,
do that.
It's no more than 5 or 10 minutes off the highway.
Oh.
It's barely 2.5 hours from where we sit right here.
Well, crud.
It's not even all the way to Indy.
We need to do it.
And if you go during a weekday, that's what I recommend because you are able to book that thing out.
Oh,
and
so
outside,
actually,
outside of like going, I don't know if they have like
hoops and stuff there.
Oh yes, like you can rent the gym. I've heard of guys, doing their bachelor trip, like basketball fans, going out there playing 5-on-5 for a couple of hours. And so if you happen to just pop in and someone has it booked, you might not get to shoot around as much. It's never happened to me. Anytime I've gone on Monday through Friday, it's completely empty. There's maybe 1 or 2 other people there ever.
Why haven't
it's usually a dad and his kid?
Made a digital thing about. I have ideas.
I saw Bo went most recently. I saw Bo took his boys there.
I think we need to take our college hoops guys out there and have some fun.
It is completely fantastic. All right, Michigan appears to be nearing the naming of their next football coach. We will talk about it. Jen Winters is in. Common Man out today. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's on Cleveland Avenue, north of Morse Road. We also have a crash that's causing some delay on Schrock Road at Skyway Drive. This report is sponsored by MedVet. Pet emergencies don't wait, and neither does MedVet. They're open 24/7, 365 days a year. From sudden injuries to serious illness, their expert teams are always ready for emergency and specialty care. Visit medvet.com to find your nearest hospital. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call Tri-State Men's Health today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at Tri-State Men's Health will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
The Lindsay Honda year-end clearance is on. Enjoy the lowest prices of the season on hundreds of new in-stock Hondas like 2026 Civic Sport Hybrid Sedan or 2026 HR-V LX front-wheel drive. Your choice, just $299 a month, 0 cash down. Remember, our goal is 100% credit approval. Shop Lindsay Honda and save big.
From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Happy Honda Clearance on select 2025 models only. Visit lindsayhonda.com for details.
This is Aaron Gaynor.
And I'm Jerry Taylor.
Representing everyone at ECO, we just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Aaron, we should tell them about the day that you and I became business partners.
Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to hear that story myself.
Well, you remember the day I rear-ended you just as you were turning into the parking lot at ECO?
You were going to call your insurance company, but your cell phone was dead.
That's right. So I followed you here into the ECO building and said, is there an empty office with a landline that I can use?
And I said, yeah, there's an empty office here next to mine.
So I went in there and called my insurance company.
And you've been using that office ever since.
Yes. I give you free advice, and you give me free office space. And that is how we became partners.
On behalf of all the generous plumbers, Merry Christmas electricians, and we got great news for you HVAC technicians.
ECO wishes you an extremely very Merry Christmas and a rollicking Happy New Year.
Rollicking?
Get ECO.
ECO.
At Giant Eagle, we believe in better. Because it's time to break out the holiday recipes. Because your get-togethers bring everyone together. Because it's always the right time to share an eggnog by the fire. Because you make the holidays feel like the holidays. At Giant Eagle, we're going for better. To bring the holiday magic home. Because it matters.
How many different ways can you consume morning juice? Let's see.
Live on YouTube, live on the Fans HD3 podcast on demand, and on 10 TV Plus.
And we'll send Bobby right to your house.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 8.
The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Through trusted relationships and national reach, CVS Health is uniquely positioned to simplify care. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We are going to see some patchy fog linger, otherwise scattered showers today and cloudy skies with daytime highs getting into the low 60s and breezy winds. For tonight, mostly cloudy overnight with our lows in the 30s, and then for Saturday, we'll start the weekend dry and mostly cloudy with highs in the mid to upper 40s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Booing is one of the great joys of fan time. You boo bad. You boo lazy.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
You boo undisciplined. But you must always boo cocky.
Ew and boo. This kind of thing is getting out of hand with you two. Y'all are an official warning.
Here's Man and Timmy.
No man today, but Jen Winters is hanging out with us here for the full 3 hours. And our friend Ryan Baker from Bishop and Friends working his ass off.
He's my
helping
buddy.
us out today. I am like a kid in a candy store because I still get the best Christmas presents from my family. I don't even know what's better, being a kid or being an adult. I'm in a fully authentic Top Gun bomber jacket. It is so great.
I feel the need for speed.
Panama Ted would love it.
Yes.
I know Mikey's not such a fan of the films. He cannot stand Tom Cruise. I prefer to take him as an actor and not the real person.
Yeah, he's kind of off-putting as a person.
I get that. I get that. I can't help myself. It's fighter jets.
Oh no, I love Top Gun.
Love it.
I still haven't seen the second one though.
Oh my God.
I know. I got
It's so good.
One of our fan team members, Chris, gives me no end of grief because I still haven't watched the movie.
I would contend that it's better than the first one.
Don't say that.
No, I'm serious.
You can't.
I think there's a lot of fans out there that would tell you the same thing.
Is it because
I'm not
there's
saying
better
it-
special effects?
No. I actually will give the original for when it came out in the middle of the 1980s.
That's so good.
Quite a bit of street cred for how realistic they're able to
Yes.
make that look with a lot of real shots of fighter jet action, and then doing what they're able to do with Tom Cruise with the cockpit shots with
Yes.
I think they have him basically riding back seat for some like real sequences. And then what's impressive is, of course, because Tom does almost all of his own stunts, short of, I think, being able to fly an F-16 or an
yes.
F-18 by himself. But he is flying that World War II era jet at the end of the movie. That's just him. He's just flying that plane. Yeah, it's no biggie. A little bit better pilot than Harrison Ford, too. He's not like bouncing into things and
we're just landing on freeways.
going into airport space.
Well, and I
when
think
he's not
Harrison
supposed
Ford
to.
is at the age where maybe he should just not fly anymore.
Get off my plane. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So we are happy today. We're going to talk to Adam Rittenberg coming up here at 3:30. But Jen, it really does look like this is going to happen. We're just really waiting on finalization. USA Today is actually reporting that Michigan is finalizing the deal right now to make 66-year-old ex-Utah coach Kyle Whittingham their next guy.
I mean, he's a safe choice.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a really,
for where
really,
things are.
really safe choice.
Very successful coach at Utah. Nobody's going to
Absolutely.
deny that. He's done about everything but, make a run in the college football playoff, which is brand new. It just started.
Is
but
he the one who took over when Urban left?
Yes, he is.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a tenure when you think about it.
Your longest tenured, your tenureships here for college football head coaches.
Yeah.
Kirk Ferentz,
Yeah.
Kyle Whittingham.
That's crazy.
That had been it.
That's absolutely crazy.
Those were the 20-plus year guys. He was working on 21 years. And this was not to be... He did not want this to be the end of his run anyway.
No, because he didn't say he was retiring.
No.
He was just stepping down.
Utah's got an assistant coach. They're looking for the successor plan there as well, the same way that it was Kyle Whittingham.
Mm-hmm.
And Urban wasn't there that long. Urban was, I think,
It was just
he kind
a
of
step
recognized it was
in
the
his-
stepping stone
right, go
to
from
try to get to
Bowling
Notre
Green to
Dame, to
there,
try
to-
to get to OSU or Florida, right? And his path was his path, but... With Whittingham, I think with his age, you're taking a look at that too. He didn't want to be done.
No.
So I think when you look at this situation here as he takes over at Michigan, you're going to want to be keeping that in mind as well, even though you want to let him settle in and, for the most part, clean things up.
Yes.
And he seems like a good, clean boy, as we would say.
I mean,
with the way that he's run his programs at Utah.
Absolutely. And that's what Michigan needs right now. You get just go in there, dump all the Clorox out there, scrub it from top to bottom, bring in a whole new staff, start over again, deal with recruiting, deal with the portal, all of that, and then let's see what happens.
Mountain West Coach of the Year back in 2008. So he's got a little bit of that. Oh, he actually won. He won a couple of Pac-12. I forgot that was even a conference anymore. He won a couple of those in 2019 to 2021. So I was about to say, and he's got a little bit of that Ohio State coaching thing going on where he was too good to even win a Coach of the Year, but he did get a couple of those later in his run. No, he's been a very successful coach. 177 wins, 88 losses at Utah, and a really good record in bowl games. I couldn't tell you how many of those bowl games were big deals. He did have the 2 Rose Bowl losses in 21 and 22. Yeah. But let's also realize that that's Utah, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, with what Urban did there, we could all recognize, okay, this guy is a different kind of guy.
Yes.
Like Urban Meyer is walking into places where it takes a long time to mold out a winner, or it's just not really ever been done at that stop. You take a look at, Bowling Green. You take a look at what he did at Utah in just a few years. He gets Alex Smith there.
Yep.
They have an undefeated season. I think they beat Pitt in that Fiesta Bowl.
I think so.
And that was back when it was still BCS. We clearly didn't have the 14 playoff. And some people thought that Utah team might have had a shot. Like, that would have been the type of team that would have been perfect in like a bigger, like an 8-team, 12-team, whatever kind of format. Some of those Boise State teams, that particular Utah team would have been the type of team to go.
Whittingham had them in the discussion this season, too, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because they were, I mean, we all know how Tyvus feels about Utah, but it's true. I mean, we had them there. They've been a part of the discussion, and it is. I mean, it's nice to see someone come from a place. And I mean, I just want the worst for Michigan, but at the same time, I don't like it when it's so problematic. That's the problem. I think it's just because the whole story and everything that's gone up there is so disgusting.
I like it when it's problematic, but they're not cheating and coming up with victories over Ohio State in the process. Or it's annoying to lose to them,
threatening
when
women
they're cheating
with violence,
scumbags.
or all that other stuff, or butter knives, to off yourself. But yeah,
look, they've been a total embarrassment. And no, I'm not going to sit here like on the Ohio State side of the fence and say like that's awesome when you see, human beings who are doing everything fine, like when you're talking about Sharon Moore's family.
Right.
And that kind of stuff happens. As far as all the other stuff, like it really is an embarrassment. I think you have a lot less ammunition to talk, your talk when it comes to this stuff, because you have so many guys that are just being arrested or banned from the football program left and right. It really has been a joke, and that's thing one for them.
Looking into your coach for hacking into students' personal information.
And
looking for
computer hacking is just one of the many things that we do.
Pictures, like, that's disgusting. And so hopefully Whittingham can go in there, kind of burn it all to the ground and then make it better. But, I still want them to lose all the time because I hate you. But I'm glad that there's better leadership involved.
Yeah, so Kyle Whittingham looks like he's going to be the guy for Michigan. And we're talking about it. This has been pointed out. You have Urban Meyer, who's gone 7-0 against Michigan. How does that change the relationship between the two of them? Because now you're going to that side of it.
I don't know
if you're at the Thanksgiving table anymore, at least for the time being.
I don't think it's going to really
Jobs are jobs.
change. Yeah.
Urban obviously couldn't do that. Kyle Whittingham, he's got no... I know they had that thing with the ability for Ohio State to still get in to the college football playoff there at the end because of Utah's big win that they came up with. And then the one time that Ryan Day has faced Kyle Whittingham, a Whittingham team. They drilled him in the Rose Bowl when Jackson Smith and Jigba had like 900 receiving yards in one game.
It wasn't even a game.
Oh, my God.
It was an exhibition. That's what that was. But no, I don't think any issue or ill will be between Urban and Kyle Whittingham. I mean, he was there for such a short amount of time. And I mean, with Whittingham being out there in Utah for 20 years, I mean, that's a long time.
It is going to be interesting to see how long of a run he's going to have there, because
I mean, if he's because we talked and Baker brought it up that he was thinking about bringing, what was it, the offensive coordinator, Bakes from BYU.
The defensive
coordinator from BYU.
And I mean, that would just be kind of like a mentorship sort of thing, right? Where he kind of shows him the ropes and then maybe 5-6 years just kind of walks away.
You don't want to... Some of that can be well and good, but I also don't think you have to get into pigeonholing yourselves into like a firm plan like that, because what if it doesn't turn out to be the right thing?
What happened with Jay Leno?
Just
Conan
because
O'Brien.
Exactly, right. Some of the best weeks of TV that there ever was, though.
Right.
I will say, but
might be a little different when it comes to sports, but no, exactly. You don't want to just do that, but it's probably something that it will be an open, discussed thing.
It doesn't have to work out the way that it did for Ryan Day at Ohio State.
Right.
And you still do have the Michigan job. And if Kyle Whittingham stabilizes things there and gets it pointed back in the right direction, they start winning games and they're doing it in a good and clean variety, then you still have the Michigan job. Like, this was tough for them because of the timing of it.
Yeah.
And the way that this ended, it was just a stink on their brand. And you're still going to get a guy like Kyle Whittingham at the end of the day. Not going to be Uncle Dill, Noah Dillingham at Arizona State, but another former Pac-12 guy in Kyle Whittingham. We are going to go around the Big Ten with our friend Adam Rittenberg of ESPN. Jen Winters is in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 10-minute slowdown due to an accident that's in the road construction area on westbound 70 on the west side after Hilliard Rome Road. And watch for some slower traffic on eastbound 270 on that north outer belt between US 23 and 71. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. The Lowe's Closeout event means the final savings of the season are here. Grab amazing deals on seasonal decor, tools, flooring, and so much more. Valid through 1/7. Selection varies by location while supplies last. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, it's Anthony, and it's Happy Honda Days at your main Honda of Dublin. What am I going to give you? How about rates as low as 0%? You want no payments for 90 days? You got it. Do you have a trade-in? I'll make sure Rich gives you an extra $1,000 for your trade. Yep, an extra $1,000. Or I'll slide you right into a brand new Honda with leases starting from only $239 a month. Happy Honda Days right now at your main Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or online at yourmainhondaofdublin.com.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
This holiday season, save time and make memories. Diamond Seller is your one-stop shop for luxury gifts, from diamonds to watches and the finest jewelry in the world. Gift our iconic blue box and enjoy our guaranteed best prices. Visit Diamond Seller on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Common Man and Timmy present Around the Big Ten with ESPN's Adam Rittenberg.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
Let's go out to the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. No man today. He's getting one more day of PTO in. We wish our friend Adam Rittenberg a Merry Christmas. How you doing, friend?
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Doing great, guys. Thanks for having me. It's a fun time of year. A lot happening.
Oh, man, we've got some coaching carousel news here. We've got the Michigan job. It seems to be coming to a head here today. Adam, when did you start finding out about Utah coach Kyle Whittingham? And as you look at it, this is a guy that's won about 100 more games than he's lost in a really impressive run at Utah.
Right. Well, when they made their transition earlier this month, it was made fairly clear, and then again on the record from Kyle Whittingham that he wasn't done. That if the right opportunity presented itself, he would continue. It's age 66, and he's in great shape. He's a guy that could certainly coach into his 70s if he wanted to. And what I was told today is that even though he had talked about saying he's done at 65, that was very much a Utah type thing, that he wasn't going to coach at Utah past 65, and that if he was at a place that he could win a national championship, an A-list type program, that timeline would change a little bit. So if Michigan can get 3-4 years out of a guy like Kyle Whittingham, who you don't have any questions about his character or ability to run the program, and can certainly win a lot of games, that would be a win at the end of a pretty unusual coaching search.
Do you think that any of the existing Michigan football staff will stay, or do you think he's going to just clear them all out and bring in his own guys?
Yeah, so I've heard it's going to be a mix, because, Utah, obviously, a number of those coaches are expected to remain with Morgan Scalley, who'd been the coach in waiting behind Kyle Whittingham. But I think there's a chance, you're going to see some of them also leave and join Kyle in Ann Arbor, including offensive coordinator Jason Beck is a possibility, who was brought in from New Mexico last year, did a really nice job with Devin Dampier, who we also brought in from New Mexico. So that's a critical hire because we're all wondering, what happens with Bryce Underwood? Is he going to remain at Michigan or go into the portal after only 1 year there? But I also think he's going to keep some assistants or some folks that are a little bit more familiar with Michigan and the Big Ten. So I would expect to see a few retentions from Sharon Moore's staff and then several assistants coming from either Utah or maybe from the state of Utah, guys that Kyle knows just from his time there.
I would imagine you've done a little bit more like deep thinking about, Kyle's profile since we started to hear this news, Adam. And I just think, this is a unique one. When you look at a guy that, has not just been the head coach there for so long, he has been a Utah man, as I think is their fight song, since 1994. So he's been there for a long time. He knows about transition because that's a program themselves. They came up from a different kind of stature after Urban Meyer had their run, and they go from the Mountain West to the Pac-12. Some people thought that might be tough for them. They did that very well, but now you go into the Big Ten. So the pressure, if he could find a spot where the pressure is going to be bigger, he found it.
Right, and I think this is the type of job that he wanted at the end of his career. And he had talked to some other schools that are sort of in this tier and just hadn't had the opportunity. And this was not an opportunity that I think anyone thought would be available when this season began. But after everything that went down, Michigan, and again, they talked to other coaches. He wasn't the only coach in the mix, but to come out of this with Kyle Whittingham could end up being a really good partnership on both ends. Now, if he's only does it for a year or two and they don't really get traction on their way back to the playoff and winning a national championship, maybe we'll look at it a little bit differently. But that's why he's doing this. I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He doesn't have to take a job like this. He's taking this because he thinks he can win a national championship at the end of this amazing run that he's had.
What do you think this means for players? I mean, we saw the whole Sharon Moore thing happened after National Signing Day, and then we're going to have, the portals open and all this other stuff. What does this mean for the current players or any current players from Utah who possibly could come over?
Right. Good question. I think stylistically what Kyle Whittingham does, fits Michigan and fits the Big Ten. He's a line of scrimmage-based coach. They're always good on defense. They're always good on special teams. He puts a ton of guys in the NFL, especially linemen and defensive backs. So I think there's players who will look at that and say, he can help me get to the next level. I think the questions with him are maybe going to come on the offensive side of the ball. He went through a cycle. It was a while back, guys. You have to check me on this, but he went through like 4 or 5 offensive coordinators in a 7-year span, and then he had Andy Ludwig in position for quite some time. It fell apart at the end, and then he brings in Jason Beck from New Mexico. So they've been a little bit harder to get traction on the offensive side. So curious what Bryce Underwood does, curious what the receivers do, those positions. But I think everybody else, especially the linemen, will see him as a guy that you'd want to play for going forward.
Adam Rittenberg is talking some Big Ten football with us. It's Common Man and Timmy now. Some of the media members in town have been chatting. They got an open window coming up here at 4 o'clock, which I'm sure means you're going to get to see some good stretching. But, Adam, it's been a long time since we've seen Ohio State play against Indiana. Just what are some of the things that you've been thinking about as they get ready for the Miami Hurricanes, which I expect Ohio State to win this game, but I just feel a little nervous when it's been so long since we played a football game.
Right, and again, you saw those teams that had the long layoff in last year's playoff, struggle afterward, and that's why Dan Lanning and others, would like to see these games take place in a little bit more of a condensed time period. But for Ohio State, certainly, in the game, Ryan Day calling plays again is a big storyline, although not a hugely surprising one after the way that Big Ten championship game went. But I think that the key here for Ohio State is how their offensive line plays. It's been such a strength of theirs throughout the season. Even without a dominant running back, they've been able to run the ball, and they've also protected Julian Sayin really well up until the Big Ten championship game. Now they're going against a defensive line that is probably Miami's strength with Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor. Those are NFL guys who had big games in the first-round win over A&M. So Ohio State's offensive line, to me, this is a big bounce-back opportunity against a team in Miami that I don't think is going to score a lot of points against Ohio State, but you don't want to create real problems with pass protection and getting your quarterback in trouble. That's how you can get some of those sudden change plays that can swing a game.
I'm looking at, too, the fact you mentioned the offensive line. You've probably seen they've got, a couple of injury issues. Tegra Shabola, one of them, which might bring someone like Gabe Van Sickle back in, which I don't know. Like, I've kind of been wanting to see some competition at that spot. I don't care that it's playoff time, but still, the fact that you'd be looking to make a move there is something to watch out for when you mention Miami's strength of the team up front there.
Right. Yeah. I think the competition and the different pieces and how that group is going to look coming off of Indiana is important. I mean, Ohio State's always been the type of program that evaluates everything after a loss. And so oftentimes you do see changes, whether it's a play caller, whether it's, how they rotate their offensive and defensive lines. And so, that's certainly something to watch coming in because, again, you look at other areas. I give Ohio State the edge on defense overall over Miami. I give them the edge offensively with their playmakers and a very motivated Jeremiah Smith over Miami. So this, again, like you said, should be a game that they win, but it's also one that if they don't address some of the things that went wrong against Indiana, they could be in a tight ball game late, and it gets very, very difficult then.
This is one for bragging rights here. Just a monster day for Big Ten football. Northwestern just destroying the Chippewas, 34-zip. And then Minnesota just going to have something for those New Mexico Lobos later today. Yeah.
Well, the Big Ten certainly wants as many bowl wins as it can get because it gets a lot tougher after this point. So, yeah, Northwestern well on its way to I think it's 6 or 7 in a row. They've done really well in bowls. And they're a team that honestly is a couple plays away from being 9-4, even with some obvious deficiencies on offense. And then Minnesota has done really well in bowl games under P.J. Fleck, dominant in bowls under his leadership. But Jason Eck and New Mexico, you could be looking at a future Big Ten coach right there. He's done an outstanding job in his first year with the Lobos. So excited to see that one later on.
Oh, interesting. All right. Name to watch out for. Adam Rittenberg. We always appreciate the time. I hope it was a really good Christmas yesterday, and we got some good, fun football coming up. Thanks for joining us.
You bet, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Adam Rittenberg on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jen, I mean, it's one thing when you get to the college football playoff and you get to those New Year's Day type of games. We're all, talking about how the system's just being blown up and it's never going to be the same. And you know what? They're mostly right. But the true sickos, they sit down and they watch the Game Above Sports Bowl.
Love it.
And the Rate Bowl.
And,
that's what it's all about.
He mentioned P.J. Fleck and Minnesota.
And the Flecktones. But did you know that the Ohio University Bobcats won their 7th bowl game in a row? And that's like... They hired the coach. They said,
and look at that.
Just
look at my
take
Bobcats.
It. Just take the job, Hauser.
Look at my Bobcats. And they... maybe they could go get a drink in an actual bar, maybe not in, a school office. And
well, anytime I try to go to the Jackie O's, I'm like the invisible man.
Yeah,
they just stare at me and then I leave.
Yeah, so hopefully,
no drink for you.
We can celebrate and then maybe stay away from the OUN and go celebrate at a proper place.
You happy with the guy Hauser?
That's fine.
You know anything about him?
I don't know anything about him.
Showed up like 5 seconds ago.
Hey, it's all good. I want a stable coach. Can we just have that for more than 11 months? Thanks. And
well, yeah, as long as he doesn't date students and drink.
Exactly.
In the building.
Stay away from the OUN, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
I just love the defense. If I would have seen anything in that handbook
oh my God.
about not dating, I mean, she's over 18. What's the problem?
It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing.
Hauser's a good Hartley boy. He should be fine.
That's
down
awesome.
There.
That's even better.
Yes, he should.
Okay, there we go.
He should. All right. Well, things that are not good and clean, those are our jailbirds. It's Go to Jail Friday, and we got to send some people there. That is coming up. Jen Winters is in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a couple minutes slowdown due to an accident that's on Harrisburg Pike at Frank Road. And things are a little slow on northbound 71 on the south side between Green Lawn Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Protect your home with R&R Foundation Specialist. Family owned, honest, and pressure free. Get expert waterproofing, fair quotes, and smart advice that puts your home first. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Your trusted local pros in foundation and waterproofing. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Toyotathon is on at Tansky Sawmill Toyota with inventory on the lot and fresh inventory rolling in daily. Now is the time to treat yourself before the holidays. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for Toyotathon specials or visit our festive showroom on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
Put a new sound on an old song. This season at Lion's Den, the official store of pleasure, passion, and romance.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
All month long at Twin Peaks, celebrate National Dessert Month with sweet endings like our Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cheesecake topped with rum-chata sauce, or the Twin Peaks Sundae with a warm Ghirardelli brownie. Pair it with a Screwball peanut butter whiskey for the ultimate game day finish. Twin Peaks Eats, Drinks, Scenic Views.
Got this. Breathe. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
Ring in 2026 in a big way at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Don't miss our $65,000 New Year, New Wheels giveaway. You could drive off in a 2026 Chevy Traverse or take home $35,000 cash. Earn entries playing your favorite slot and table games all month long. The fun doesn't stop there. Catch live entertainment, hit the dance floor, indulge in fine dining, and count down to a balloon drop at midnight. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ooh. For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
Are you working? Because we barely are. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football and quiet quitting. The Fan.
Settle into the cuck chair.
That's right.
Daddy likes to watch.
I'm your daddy.
Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Daddy, what are you doing?
I got a big problem right here, Jen.
I think it starts with a Z and ends with an A.
Oh my God, Zeta! See, I'm trying to play my stuff here, and I've been trying to reset it the entire commercial break, I'm gonna try this. Like, it's go to jail Friday.
Zeta can go to jail,
and so like we'll do it whether this Zeta's effing up through this whole segment or not, because Ryan Baker can still play our gavel.
I got you in here. I can do both.
I want to see. So I would say let's go to jail Friday, and see nothing plays. It's just stuck. Everything is stuck right here. I restarted the thing 2 times. I got this red, thing that's pulsating at the top of my screen that says grace period. I don't know what the hell grace period means.
She died 30 years ago.
Grace did die 30 years ago, and it's not helping me right now. It's like I'm in some demo version of the full-blown audio software that we have. Nothing. I got no Top Gun. I got no squirt noise, no fart sound, no goal horn, no tress, nothing.
Hallelujah.
Oh, and
holy
now,
crap.
And
where's the Tylenol?
And now something just deleted.
Oh, no.
And that's Common Man's page. Oh, no.
Oh, no. You're in big trouble.
No.
You have a whole weekend to fix that.
Zeta and Timmy to jail.
Oh, no. That's Common Man 2. At least it's not Common Man 1.
Common Man 2 electric.
It's on his page 2.
Oh, boy.
Would you
First
like me to
audio
play this
cut.
open?
Play the open for me, Baker.
He's the judge, jury, and executioner. Timmy Hall says, go to jail.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
No confidence in this place.
I'm sorry.
God, it's the day after Christmas. Our pets' heads are falling off. All right, so I have to go back to earlier in the week. I've had this jailbird stuck in my craw.
Okay.
I mean, I am not kidding you when I say I drove by this post office. So we work. It feels like
we live here sometimes.
Feels like we live. Those of us that are in here all 5 days, every single day, long hours, right? We're here. So we got the big post office hub right here, like downtown, Office 670, 315, that stuff. You guys have probably seen it before. I'm driving around the corner here, coming to work on Monday, that would be. And I see it. I see it from my car.
Yeah.
There's a man and a woman getting some things out of the trunk. And the dude may as well have just been naked from the waist down. There was that much ass.
Yeah.
That much ass falling out of his shorts. And was this guy, why? I don't understand. Like, people say, when you're a little heavier, that can happen. Why? I don't accept that. I don't understand that. Because you're a little bit more of the heavy set variety, you have carte blanche to just let your pants fall around your ankles whenever it's convenient for you. You know what you're doing. It's out in the cold. You feel the breeze. I'm talking like his belt was almost below his ass cheeks.
Oh my God.
I wanted to roll my window down and look at that full moon butt. Woo! I wanted to hoot and holler and scream at this guy. I wanted to honk the horn, all sorts of things. I'm screaming in my car at this thing. Look at that. Look at it. It's disgusting.
Maybe he's a plumber.
It does. Why? Why are plumbers allowed to do that? I know that's the easy one. That's the low-hanging fruit. That if you're a plumber, that's how you roll.
A way to get them to stop that is you just take a credit card and go right through the cracky. I don't make his pants go all the way up and be like Ed Grimley walking around.
Then I'd have to get a new credit card because that is disgusting. Okay. That's going right into the garbage.
You just use an old gift card or something like that.
Why don't I just use a 5-star notebook? You do the swipe. Credit card too small.
You just use a dart, something you can just throw, stay from afar.
Target practice.
Shoot a Nerf bow and arrow.
Yeah, maybe a squirt gun, a super soaker.
Right into the cracky. What can I? That's the other fun part of it. What can I stuff into this guy's cracky so that I can
pencil drop?
Oh, the pencil would just get
lost.
I'm telling you, the pencil would have been engulfed.
Oh, boy.
You would have never seen that pencil ever again. It would have disintegrated just from the touch of this. No, I don't understand it. I don't know what that was. The fact that there could be a woman next to the guy.
And then she's not saying anything to him about it.
He's just, everybody that was out there, his ass was just facing the busy road. Everybody could see. I have no idea what's going on.
So they both need to go to jail then.
I think that's 20 years in jail.
She's aiding and abetting.
20 years in jail.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I agree.
How does that go on? All right, so the next jailbird for me, because we're going to ask you guys for some, special Christmas time jailbirds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why, like, wrapping paper and tissue paper, gift bags, all this stuff just starts to float around in your neighborhood. I'm not talking about in your house. Like, that's one thing where it's a melee and then dad has to come by with the big plastic garbage bag and usually wrangles all that stuff up. I'm talking about outside in your neighborhood. Does this ever happen to you guys in your neighborhood?
We see it
I have
occasionally.
It all over my town.
Yeah.
It's like tumbleweeds out there. How does the garbage get out into the atmosphere? Are you just opening your door and chucking it out? Are your sliding glass doors open in the back of the house where the wind is taking the stuff out there? Keep your crap together.
Yeah.
And break your boxes down, too.
Exactly.
Break your boxes
your
down.
Break boxes down. You want to do that, one, so that you can get more in recycling, and two, so you're not advertising to the world that you just got a giant 80-inch big screen TV from Santa Claus. You know?
Yeah, that's more like that's on you.
That's on you.
That's more
It's
like
still
on
stupid.
you. But you
break that stuff down and hide it.
Sarah's the worst with this.
Or burn it or something.
She has never broken down a box in her life, and she will put like fully formed boxes into our red recycling thing, and it'll hold 3 boxes, and then the thing is full. I'm there with a razor blade, breaking down every single Christmas box, small, medium, and large, folding it so we can maximize what's going into the red recycling bin.
Absolutely.
Like a good, clean boy.
I mean, I even break down the little Ziploc bag boxes when those are done.
Wow.
But you just don't, you want to save space.
Or like soda boxes.
Soda boxes.
Those are easy.
As
They're
much as I
flimsy
love
cardboard.
non-sports Matt, he just steps on them, and I'm like, no, buddy, you got to break it down. It just tear it. It's really easy to tear.
At least he steps.
He does.
Crushes, crush, crease,
Still easier just to
crumple.
flatten them by opening them.
Clean your crap up. Get your asses into your pants, too.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? You never see a hot guy with his ass just hanging all the way out.
How do you know?
You see like Hugh Jackman or
They're
Zac
trolling
Efron
for guys. Yeah,
going to the post office with his ass just completely hanging out.
Zac Efron. He can go to jail.
I know. It's kind of off him. It was on to Jake Gyllenhaal.
And I don't like Jake Gyllenhaal either. But
Hotter than
that's fine.
Pedro.
And I have to thank you for my Pedro.
You had some Pedro gifts.
I got some great Pedro gifts from my friend Tim.
All right, we'll have a lot more go to jails as we meander. I know Jen's got some as well.
Yes.
And we're going to start getting the people ready for what is Ohio State's next football game against Miami.
Oh my gosh, they're playing.
Talked a little bit about that with Adam Rittenberg. That's coming up. Jen is in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got traffic slowing down due to an accident that's blocking the 2 left lanes on westbound 70 on that east side after Livingston Avenue. And watch out for another accident that's on southbound 270 on the east outer belt at 670. Police are on scene there, causing some extra delay. This report is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Transportation. What do we do to be safe and ready to go? Buckle up, phones down, take it slow. Let's work together to ensure everyone makes it home for the holidays. Brought to you by ODOT, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and Ohio Traffic Safety Office. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Everyone deserves a great car, regardless of credit. At Capital Ford of Columbus and Whitehall, we say yes to all credit types. Explore our selection, get financed in minutes, and own the road. Stop in today or visit us online at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
Common Man here for Germain Nissan. You'd have to be crazy not to consider a Nissan from Germain Nissan, especially this month during their annual final sale, where every car's been marked down to the lowest possible price. Plus, with Germain's $1,000 price promise, no one will sell you a Nissan for less. J.D. Powers ranked Nissan #1 in customer satisfaction among mainstream brands. No credit, bad credit, Germain Nissan can help you get in a car today. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road, GermainNissan.com.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on the team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Timmy Hall here, proud to be back for my 4th year supporting Nationwide Children's Hospital and Light Up the Lawn, Light Up a Life. The holidays can be tough for kids and families spending it in the hospital. So now through December 31st, more than 100 giant illuminated butterflies will shine on the hospital lawn, each one sparkling to life with every single donation. When patients see those butterflies glow, they'll know their community's thinking of them, sending waves of hope and joy. So let's do this together. Let's light up the lawn and light up a life. Donate now at nationwidechildrens.org/give.
Get ready to play, win, and celebrate at El Dorado Sayada Downs, your ultimate Caesars Rewards destination. Earn rewards every time you play or dine with the most exciting loyalty program around. Take your pick from 1,700 hot new games, award-winning brews, and Guy Fieri's out-of-bounds 68-layer lasagna. And big news, Sayada Downs will host the prestigious Breeders' Crown in 2026, featuring 12 championship races. Feel the energy at El Dorado Sayada Downs, where Caesars Rewards never stop. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Visit Caesars.com/Sayada Downs for details.
Bring more party to your New Year's Eve and game day gatherings with Meijer. Save big on celebration staples like extra large avocados, now only 99 cents each. Specialty charcuterie meats are buy one, get one 30% off. 12 packs of select Coca-Cola and Pepsi products are buy two, get one free. Plus deposit where applicable. And Meijer potato and tortilla chips are 3 for $6 when you buy 3 or more. Bring more good to your holiday and game day festivities with Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025.
Toyotathon is on, and it's the perfect time to wrap up the year with a new Toyota, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through January 5th, you can get 4.75 APR financing on any remaining new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander, including hybrid models, with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get Toyota Care 2 years, no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Your credit doesn't define your ride. Capital Ford of Columbus and Whitehall approves all credit types, good, bad, or rebuilding. Get behind the wheel today. Call 614-861-7150 or apply online at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Nate Poonerball with your sports update. According to Peter Thamel and Dave Wetzel of ESPN, Michigan is zeroing in on former Utah head coach Kyle Whittingham as their next head football coach. Whittingham stepped down after 21 seasons at Utah. He led the Utes to an almost 67% winning percentage and an unbeaten season in 2008. In other coaching news, Ohio University has officially promoted defensive coordinator John Hauser to head coach. He coached OU to a 17-10 win over UNLV on Tuesday in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. Afternoon football features some Big Ten teams. Northwestern leads Central Michigan 34-0 in the Game Above Sports Bowl, and Minnesota takes on New Mexico in the Rape Bowl at 4:30. After leading JMU to the college football playoffs, quarterback Alonzo Barnett announced he's entering the transfer portal. He has 1 year of eligibility remaining. And in the NHL, the CBJ returned to the ice Sunday night at Nationwide Arena to take on the Islanders. Breaking sports news, what happens on the Fan? Ohio Sports says sedation.
I want you to draw me like one of your French girls, Jack, wearing this. And only this.
Is it over? Can I open my eyes?
Here's Man and Timmy.
Show me your boobies, Jock. Jen Winters is in for Common Man today. It is Go to Jail Friday. Little mishap with the soundboard in the last segment. But look at this. Looks like it's working again.
Holy shit, it's Viper. He's probably saying, holy shit, it's Maverick and Goose.
Yes.
Yes.
We're back, baby. We're back. So we'll get to some of your jailbirds coming up here. We have Pick Your Parlay coming our way at 5 o'clock. A lot of jazz hands and pizzazz when it comes to our betting picks.
I failed miserably
for the weekend.
The last time I did it, so I'm going to try not to be as crappy as I was, but
I've mentioned this.
Make any promises.
It's okay, Jen. It's okay.
Okay.
We do it for fun.
That's
do it for
right.
fun.
It is for fun.
And you know what? If it hits, like I tell people to bet like $1 or $2.
$2?
Just throw it away. You know?
I would
Powerball ticket.
$1 a lot.
Hey, Arkansas won the Powerball.
Hey, who cares? It's not here or us. So
I'm just saying, like hillbilly heaven down there.
All the hillbillies find out who it is, and then
Woo Pig Suey.
Woo Pig Suey wreck his life.
Razorback football. We're gonna get an extension for Coach Cal. Like their time's gonna be good down there.
Yeah, but it's the trailer park that wins the Powerball. How's that happen?
It's going to be a hell of a nice trailer.
It will be.
It's going to be like an Airstream. Oh, it's like 2 Airstreams. I mean, what am I to say? That's one of those is worth. One of those is worth more than my house.
Probably.
I'll tell you.
Just depends on what part of Arkansas you're talking about.
I gotta tell you, those Airstreams, they are really nice. So we're getting ready for Ohio State and Miami, middle of next week. We've been waiting a long time for football. And I think I mentioned that to Adam Rittenberg. It's for that reason mostly, the big gap between games, why I have nerves.
Yes.
You just don't want to mess around. I fully believe in this football team right here, but it goes without saying, the last time we saw them, it was not a good performance.
No.
It was a great team that you were facing. And I have some nerves for Indiana, too, as they go into this thing, because it's a brand new setting. You could say, that team this year, it's got nothing to do with the lack of history for 100-plus years for Indiana. I think a little of that is going to creep in, so we will see. But bringing it back to us for Ohio State, I just want to be able to see this team get back to who they are. There's a lot of moving parts around this. We've already moved around Brian Hartline's role, which I respect that they changed something.
I mean, at least they
recognized
acknowledged it.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Which is important.
Mike and I talked about that, and that's one thing you'll never hear us say. You'll never hear us criticize about Ryan Day, is that he will just stay put and not change things. If he has a disaster type of game plan, he won't run from it.
No.
He will admit that it happens. And most of the time, I mean, look at when, Kerry Combs in that season as defensive coordinator didn't go right. It was switched as soon as the season was done. As soon as he could, it was switched. So Hartline's going to go back to just coaching the wide receivers, and this will now be Ryan Day's baby. And as he said earlier, with input of a lot of other coaches on the staff. But I will feel a lot better once we get into the third quarter or late in the third quarter, and they can open up at least a 2-touchdown lead.
My only fear is, there's the rust. And then we saw what happened with Oregon last year. Because Ohio State played Oregon in the Rose Bowl, and we thought Oregon coming in was going to be, just ablaze, and Ohio State had really no problem with it. So, my problem is just that will Ohio State have sat too long, and not only will they have sat for a long time, but they're coming off of a loss. And I don't know. I just can't never find anything positive to say, because that's just not who I am. And I know we're still a week out, a little less than a week out. I just want to throw up. Every time I talk about Ohio State football.
I don't think that's unfair.
And the bowl process and everything, I just get so nervous.
I don't think that's unfair. This is almost by its nature, it's supposed to be this way.
Right.
It's a playoff, and when you've had an unbelievable season, the pressure is on you to then walk through that door and do something with it. Now, I think the pressure's a little bit off because you just won it last year, but there's not very many teams that get a golden opportunity to win 2 in a row, and you're good enough to do that. And now, since you lost the last game, you don't want to start 12-0
right,
and then lose your last 2 games because beating Michigan was the most important thing for right now.
For right now.
You still wanted to win the Big Ten championship and do it all.
We still haven't seen that yet. Crap. We did one thing. Oh,
now we got to do another thing.
We got to go do
We wanted to do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
But we kind of said, and there's been some coaches that have said that too, when it expanded to the possibility of you having to play 16 games to get this done. Going undefeated is going to be pretty much impossible. That's another reason why I fear for Indiana, because I don't know if anybody's going to be going undefeated. And I'd also like to win this thing ourselves.
I would
not have IU do it.
There you go. That's exactly how I feel about it. But I don't know. I don't care about Indiana. They can go off and do their own thing, and then everybody else can do their own thing. And I just want to focus on the Buckeyes, and hopefully they can do what we want. I want to work. Like, I already
work, damn it.
But I want to work focused on the Buckeyes, because that just fuels me. And I live for this, and I want this to go almost as long as the Super Bowl. That's what I want.
This was Day, back to what I was talking about with Brian Hartline and earlier, and he was asked to follow up on if he's like, I think Austin Ward was there, who does fine work for us, and watch the Austin and Berm channel on our digital platforms. It's great. And it was a follow-up on what the situation was going to be with Brian Hartline taking a little step back, and if he was hesitant at all to go back to calling plays after now that he's been off of it.
No, not at all. I do think, sometimes the best setting is, when you're up in the box and you have everything organized, as opposed to being down on the field. But, done it before, and we have a great group of guys here, between Keenan and Billy and Tyler, Locke. This is a great group of guys, and everybody else that's part of it.
Translation is that I will be at the top of this. And this will be my show. Yes. I will be responsible. And that's the way that it's got to be. That's the way that it has to be for him right now.
And I like the transparency, because you need that, honestly. I don't know. I want him to be held responsible for this stuff. And I don't know. I wish
Jim
the best
Tom
for
Sula out of you, Jim.
Yeah, I wish the best for Brian Hartline as he goes on to, South Florida and everything. It just sucks that it all has to happen right now. I get it. I totally get it. This is how college football is.
The other thing that a lot of Buckeye fans, the other thing that a lot of Buckeye fans just will immediately think of, because it's Miami, is the great game back in 2002.
Oh, what a hell
of a game. And that's okay.
Game.
I know we had a game since then, not like the most memorable one, but when it was 2002, like Miami and Ohio State, they were about as big and bad of college football brands as you were going to get. The Buckeyes were more of the underdog team going into that one, the way that they had won all their games despite being undefeated with a great defense. But I thought, for fun, since I don't have a final walkthrough today, coming up at 5:30 later on,
that's perfect.
Some of my favorite audio ever, like some of my favorite Buckeye football audio ever, comes from that game.
I love it.
We will do that later on. We will get to some of your jailbirds. It is a Go to Jail Friday. Jen Winters is in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 10-minute delay due to an accident that's in the left lane on eastbound 670 after Neal Avenue. It's moving slow there from 315. And we've got an hour delay due to an accident that's blocking the left lane if you need to use southbound 71 on the north side at Polaris Parkway. This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your go-to destination for nonstop entertainment. Play for fun and play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
You're listening to the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report, featuring the latest player injury updates from a fellowship-trained Mount Carmel sports medicine specialist physician, so you know who's in and who's out for this week's games.
Our doctor, as always, is Dr. Brian Galoni. Doc, let's talk injuries. Bad one for the Browns. Running back Quinshon Judkins, he left Sunday's game against the Bills on a cart, came back that it was a fractured fibula and a dislocated ankle. The recovery for this involves surgery. What all is entailed with this recovery?
Yeah, T-bone. You and I, we twist our ankle. You tend to turn it inward. He went the opposite direction. So he broke the fibula. That's that little bone that runs down the outside of your leg to your ankle. Can't really tell how bad that fracture was. Those usually heal up pretty quickly. That's probably the less severe of his injuries. But he totally dislocated that ankle. That means he's got torn ligaments and maybe some cartilage damage. Hard to tell. They're going to have to get in there and repair those ligaments. That's going to be a bit of a recovery. I can't imagine him being back to play for another 4 months or so, even at his level of fitness.
And then in general, we just see a lot of concussions. They take them a lot more seriously now in the NFL. What is something that you can look for if you've got an athlete in your house? What's a sign that you should look for, and what's the first steps?
We talk about spraining an ankle. This is your brain that's been sprained, and they tend to heal up on their own, but it can present a lot of different ways, so you don't have to be knocked out. It's a quick deceleration or acceleration impact to the head, and you might see something like just not able to focus, not thinking clearly. You might see a change in mood, memory problems. It might be headaches or sick to their stomach. And you may not have even noticed a specific hit, but you see your athlete coming off the field with any of those things, you might want to get them evaluated by a physician to see what's going on.
Or if you're Stephon Diggs in the NFL, you sneak out of the back of the tent and try to avoid the doctors. Good stuff as always, Doc. We hope you and yours have a happy holiday season, and thanks again for doing this. We appreciate it.
And you do the same, T-Bone. Thanks.
That was the Mount Carmel Football Injury Report with T-Bone. Mount Carmel, because of you.
Dormar, you're kind of cute. Ugh, gross. Can I come over to your house one time and you not have your husband prancing around in its tighty-whities?
Well, I can't do laundry because our septic line is clogged.
Call Dormar. They do same-day plumbing repair.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Fall is a season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leave with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Ready for a night of nonstop laughs? Stavros Halkias is coming to Mershon Auditorium on February 22nd. Don't miss the chance to see the comedy star live. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Love football, love wings. Put those bad boys together and you get Austin and Byrne live at Roosters.
Presented by Bryant Heating and Cooling.
Large amounts of football and all the donkey sauce you can handle. Mondays on the Fans YouTube channel.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000. 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Check off the wish list with instant savings and free battery offers on select steel tools. Shop online or in store.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're looking at scattered light misty rain that continues into this evening before coming to an end. Temperatures out there falling into the upper 30s overnight. We'll be in the mid to upper 40s Saturday, mostly cloudy and dry, but rain comes back by Sunday morning. Temperatures push into the mid 60s Sunday afternoon. Thunderstorms Sunday night before we cool back down Monday. That's your latest 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
We have a producer who passes out easily and hosts you wish would pass out easily. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
No man today. Jen Winters is hanging out with us. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you had a Merry Christmas yesterday. It is good for us to be here back with you today, getting our feet wet a little bit. And then next week, we are in a game week. So we're back to it. We're talking a little bit about it back then. I do want to remind you, if you missed anything in the first hour and 15 minutes of the program, or if you ever miss anything, do not fear. You can catch the Common Man and Timmy podcast at any time, anywhere you get your audio. It is completely free, too. That's the best part. And it is brought to you thanks to our friends at Care Heating and Cooling. You got any jailbirds, Jen?
I do. This one I've come across, and it just says there's an Italian place we go to for dinner on Christmas. We get to go in advance because they aren't open for the holiday. Last year, they stiffed us on bread. This year, they gave us 3 pieces for 3 adults and 1 child. Everyone was aware of this, but my mother-in-law apparently did not care. She ate hers with butter immediately, asking if I wanted butter. I said no, I like to use it to sop up my pasta sauce. But I was dumb and left it on the serving plate. Her pasta came to the table, and she reached over and cut another piece of bread, then put her meaty hand on the third piece and said, "Oh, you guys can have this one. Go to jail."
Yeah, I guess I'll say 5 years jail time for that.
Yeah.
Putting the hands on the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you're basically just stealing the bread.
Yeah, just be like,
claiming it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's claim one because there's a limited amount. And
Yeah, you get your...
Yeah.
We're not getting enough bread.
Yeah.
I also say jail for the place, too, because bread...
Why are you going to skip on bread?
Dole out the bread.
Yeah. You're
All
an
right?
Italian place.
You're an Italian joint. You should have you should have bread coming out of every orifice.
Yes.
Nobody should go hungry for a piece of bread.
No.
If it's a fine Italian establishment.
Yes.
Even if it's a semi-fine. You think they're skimping on breadsticks at the Olive Garden?
No.
It's unlimited.
It's unlimited.
Play drums with those breadsticks.
I actually have, speaking of mother-in-law, I have a stepmother-in-law who has continued her tradition. It's this wonderful 14 years in a row.
Okay.
Where the Christmas card, the holiday card arrived at my house, and it was addressed to the non-sports family. Guess what? I didn't take non-sports' last name when I married him.
All right.
She's known that. We've been married this is now going into our 15th year. We've been together now for going into 25 years together. And yet, here we go again.
This really bothers you.
It gets under my nerves so bad, and I know I need to get over it, but God bless America. What the hell?
You want both full names.
Yeah.
You want a full description.
I want non-sports Matt
right
and
out
Jen
there.
Winters.
You want the
That's
Winters.
what I want.
You even want your radio name written on there.
Wait, that's my radio name? Oh, yes. I want non-sports Matt and Jen Winters addressed on my card.
I love that.
Sorry, she can. I'd send her to
pisses you
jail,
off.
but I mean, I'm sure that would cause strife in the family. But whatever. I still haven't seen her since
I like this
2019.
Jen. I like this Jen. Put the family stuff right out there.
Good Lord. It just really irks me. They aren't listening anyway. They're more of the AM talk people. So, yeah. Yeah. So I'm for my friend 3 in the P Archive on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He posts, and it was funny because it popped up a couple days ago that I went on a rant when I was on with.
Oh,
with
you did.
Bone.
You did this.
I've done it actually before. Yes, and it reminded me, and then I replied, and I said, "Guess what?
It's back again.
Happened again. God bless.
Respect my name."
Yeah, respect my name. Jen Winters, non-sports Matt.
Do you even read the card?
No.
Maybe this isn't even a healthy thing for you. Maybe you shouldn't even see the card. Maybe don't check. Maybe don't check the mailbox.
But I get the informed delivery, so I know what's coming in the mail every day. So I see it, and I'm already angry.
Yeah,
it's the first thing I check in the morning is my informed delivery.
That shouldn't be the solution. That you have to stay away from your own mail so you don't see something that can put you off like that.
I get mad about everything,
right.
So it's just a different day.
You're right. All right.
All right, Johnny. I'm sorry. There you go.
All right, so let me go back here. Let's go to Twitter here. My guys. All right.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.
Some guy at Dollar General was returning batteries 2 days before Christmas after 5, so it was even more crowded. There was only one checkout person and a long line. He was arguing about coupons, and he was arguing about coupons that he used that didn't take off the right amount over and over. Go to Christmas jail. Returns are after, dummy.
No, that guy should totally know that.
I'd say that's 3 years in jail.
Yeah.
It's rather annoying. Like, that's not like hardcore prison time, but that's a good solid Christmas jailing right there.
Yes. And even if you wait till after Christmas, odds are they're going to be setting up a separate place for you to go take care of said returns so that the normies don't have to deal with it, you know?
All right. Another one here from Bub, my guys.
What did I say, nipple?
Taco Bell needs to go to jail. We ordered a couple of boxes, and they put everything in a bag, no boxes. They forgot a burrito because it wasn't in a box. The high school kid working drive-through looked high as a kite. He handed us 2 drinks and about 20 hot sauce packets. taco jail for all involved. GTJ.
Well, I mean,
I'll give a year.
That's a year.
Give a year in jail.
But at the same time,
drive-through mishaps, yeah. It's an annoyance. But it's
non-sports Matt, as annoying as it is, non-sports Matt does not leave until he checks the bag to make sure everything is there. It embarrasses me.
I don't know. I can't do that. Baker, do you check bags when you're at the drive-through? I figure it's just I'm playing drive-through roulette. Mike and Bone always had, what's in the bag,
What's in
right?
the bag?
I've paid. I feel awkward sitting there. Sometimes I'll ask even while I'm at the window and say, hey, did you remember the barbecue sauce? And if they say, yep, I can't just then go, oh, yeah, and then look in the bag as I'm staring into their eyes. I can't do that. I got to get the heck out of there.
So if I had a big order, if we ordered a bunch from here, everybody lunch, go get everything. One, I would go inside, but a big order, maybe not. But when it's just me, absolutely, I'm checking.
You're checking right there.
Absolutely.
You're checking right there after you
that's
take the bag.
That's what he
does. If they don't like it, too bad. I just paid you for you to sit there and watch me check your work.
You'll say, if you don't like it, I'm going to get out and I'm going to show you my legs. I'm not even wearing any pants.
Here, and then I'm going to knock on the window when you forgot something.
And I'm not moving up either. I'm not moving up into your second spot, first spot for your food not being ready either. I'm going to do one of those moves for him. Let's see. Let me go back to our Gmail account. You guys can email us, as you know, goodcleanboy@gmail.com. I'll tell you the one thing, Jen, that is harder, because I heard Mikey bitching about this too, when it's a go to jail Friday and I'm not here.
Yeah.
And you sit in the one chair and then you also have your screen up. It is a bit harder to do. And then it's even harder to do when you have an ocular migraine and you can't read.
I'm so sorry.
which is me right now, as of about 30 minutes ago.
What if
I've got dancing lights reflecting all over the place. I'm seeing 2 Jen Winters, 3 Ryan Bakers,
sunglasses
and I'm seeing
over your glasses.
I'm seeing my messages 9 times on the screen.
Let's
trying to
Zeta
decipher
for this
it
too. Zeta for your migraine.
Zeta was a problem in the 3 o'clock hour for just choosing not to play any of the audio.
We could just go dark, and then people on YouTube can just see the glow of the of the monitors. That would actually kind of be neat. Actually, it's Common Man and Timmy after dark.
It is a good test though, because there is a chance I go blind one day.
Oh God!
And am I just going to give up the career? Do I need to be able to? I mean, you kind of have to be able to watch the football.
But if you've got someone who's as good as Paul Keels giving you a play-by-play,
if I can,
you don't really need to see the sports happen.
I can take the advice from my friends, and they can tell me how it was, and then I can relay it. And for doing a show like we do here, it's really just about the dementia that we have, right?
Yes.
And I'll have plenty of that. I'll have plenty of that.
Now, if you were to lose your voice,
eyesight,
that would be terrible.
Voice would be worse,
if
right?
If you were deaf, but if you were blind,
So I think this is Scott that chimes into me. He says, my guys.
Glory to God.
First of all, missing trash the day after Christmas sucks so bad.
Oh, yes,
it does. I heard the trash truck at 6 after. I fed the dogs, laid back down, was not about to run outside to catch it in time. So go to jail for me not taking it to the curb last night. I was lucky. That's a year in jail for you.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That's a big one. Wife and family are gonna hate that one.
Yeah.
You're stuffed to the gills after Christmas. I luckily had Christmas Eve trash pickup day.
Oh, good.
I put that stuff out there Tuesday night this time. And I've talked about this before, too. It's tough, when your trash pickup just switches cycles on a dime.
Yes.
We always in our neighborhood get picked up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. One of the last ones.
So late.
One of the last ones in the run. What do you think happens the 1 or 2 times I don't get it out there by 9 or 10 o'clock?
It's out there at 8 in the morning.
It came first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
But never, ever, ever will it if I have it out there the night before. But that's the worst,
ours
worst feeling.
Today it's recycling today, and our trash day was normally today, but it'll be Monday, and then the week after that it'll go to Tuesday, and then 2 weeks after that it'll go to Wednesday. There's just this insanity. with the garbage.
All right, more of your jailbirds. Also, Jen, sometimes you absolutely can have too much of a good thing.
Oh, no.
We'll talk about that in 2 minutes. Jen's in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking 2 left lanes if you're on eastbound 670 after Neal Avenue. And watch out for a crash that's blocking the left lane in the construction area on westbound 70 on the west side after Hilliard Rome Road. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Trust R&R Foundation Specialists for expert waterproofing and foundation solutions. Family-owned, honest, and thorough. No hidden fees, just proven results. Stop leaks and moisture before they spread. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com to schedule your free assessment today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
These savings are so good. Right now, get low lease payments on every model, like a new 2026 Elantra SE for just $119 a month for 24 months. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Go now. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 12 miles per year, ends 1/2/26.
Hey, it's Anthony, and it's Happy Honda Days at your main Honda of Dublin. What am I going to give you? How about rates as low as 0%? You want no payments for 90 days? You got it. Do you have a trade-in? I'll make sure Rich gives you an extra $1,000 for your trade. Yep, an extra $1,000. Or I'll slide you right into a brand new Honda with leases starting from only $239 a month. Happy Honda Days right now at your main Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or online at yourmainhondaofdublin.com.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
These two dopes fight like an old married couple.
Girl fight.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, check it out. Nerd fight.
No Common Man today. Jen Winters is hanging out with us. Common Man and Timmy is brought to you by our friends at Hinderer Motor Company. We thank them. So when I said, you can have too much of a good thing, I really do believe that. And look, the NFL is king. The NFL wins. They get ratings. They're going to continue to do so. They are going to continue to find new ways to make more money for their owners. That's what they are going to do as a business. Someone's got to pay Roger Goodell's. God, what do you think it's close to now? Is he making close to $100 million these days?
Probably.
I feel like he's just getting like a $10 million raise every single year at this point. I don't even remember what it was. It's been so long since I checked, and it was already at $50 million.
Must be nice.
Yes, it is an MBN categorized salary. That is for sure when it comes to Roger Goodell. But somebody that Charles Barkley would be putting in jail is the NFL, because Charles Barkley is a basketball dude. And I don't disagree with him here when he went off on a little bit of a rant about the NFL. And this isn't their first year doing it. I think, is this just year 2 that they're doing the Christmas slate?
Yeah.
It's really new. If it's not the third year.
For Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Thanksgiving is always your thing.
Yes.
You have one of the major fall holidays, fall/winter holidays right there, football season holidays.
Yes.
You've got the Lions with an ultra tradition of having the home game, the Cowboys with their ultra tradition of having their home game, and then you brought in a night game, which that didn't used to be there.
No.
So even then, you tinkered and you changed things up, and now you're moving in on what is the NBA's bread and butter.
Yep.
I am not the biggest NBA guy.
I'm
I
not
won't say that I
either,
was. I
but-
checked into the Cavs and Knicks and saw that meltdown
that
by
disgusting
Cleveland.
meltdown at the end of that game.
I know a 14-point lead isn't some massive meltdown in the NBA the way it feels like in college basketball.
But it's still...
You give Buckeye basketball a 14-point lead, hold on to your butts, right? You want to make sure that you get that. But like in the NBA, that can be gone in the blink of an eye. But still, you're on the road against New York. You want to win that. But I wasn't checking into every single one of these NBA games. But there are a lot of people that do. And that's part of that holiday. That goes back to, I think, the 1940s when basketball games are being played on Christmas Day. That's theirs. The NFL just, they have this insatiable thirst and drive to just have to keep going and have to keep finding loopholes and have to find ways to keep jamming more of their product, which works great. And why, like, for the life of me, they can't figure out Sunday, the main day for me, like my own opinion, stagger some of the start times, play more hours of the day.
That would be fantastic.
I know there's this red zone loving community out there. I feel like this is more for my son. Like, he loves it for the fantasy football aspect. I got to have a game on the screen. I don't know about you guys. Like, red zone is fine if it's like a screen 2 option, but I like to have sound on, and I like to get into a game. Whether you're a Browns fan, you probably agree, or a Bengals fan, like, and you a Steelers fan, you want to watch your teams. We have to watch Ohio State football. Don't we feel the same way? We can't be watching some college football red zone when the Buckeyes are on. We need to be watching and hanging on every single play. So I would like to see them try to get more football in front of us on Sunday, as far as just taking it to all these other days and spreading it out when it's a day of the calendar. I don't really feel like I need it. Less could be more.
No, I mean, and there's so many traditions already associated with Christmas Day. And so it just felt yesterday, I felt like this obligation that I had to watch.
I didn't want to watch the Commanders.
I know, and I was texting with you, and I'm like, oh, you're not okay.
Well, Jen told me, she said, I hope that your guys win. And I said, I don't.
And I said, I totally understand.
Or I don't think I need to see a win. I would rather go for the draft pick right there. And they're still like, they're only in like the 7th spot. There's some sucky teams out there.
Really bad
when the
teams.
Commanders, as sucky as they are.
But the thing is, and you know, in the NFL's mind, when they picked these 3 games to be played for this year, they were like, last year, these games would have been top-notch, amazing, knock it out of the park. And now we're just stuck with mediocrity. And it was like, I felt like I had to watch it. So I watched really crappy football all day. And I'm like, that's not what I want.
And I mean, you got okay games.
They were fine. It wasn't, but it wasn't great.
You can't control it. We knew a couple of weeks out when it's a different day. It's like what Monday Night Football has cooking.
Yeah.
You can't just sort of flex a Sunday game to a Monday game that late.
No.
You can flex Sunday Night Football, which I'm all for. I'm a proponent of, if you can do that and create a better matchup at the end of the night.
These 3 games were locked in because those teams also played over the weekend, like on Saturday last week. So it's like, there's nothing that they can do to make any of this any better. They tried with the Chiefs game. It came down pretty close to the last drive. And, you know, you knew that the NFL wanted Travis Kelce to have that game-winning drive so that he could walk off of that field out there and, you know, probably retire. Andy Reid probably retire. So you're going to lose. You're going to lose the last home game of your storied career. And that's not what they wanted.
Chris Oladukin doesn't get it done for you?
I'm so shocked.
We're down a Gardner Minshew. We're down to a Chris Oladukin. We've got I love how you got Josh Johnson. Everybody knows Josh Johnson. He's played for your team before.
Yes.
When you
and
are
he's
relying
played for your
on
favorite UFL team before, too.
When you're down to him in December, my God, can this season end?
Top notch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I didn't like this, too. As far as the uniforms go, the uniform, the threads, I loved. I've said that many times.
Really
They're wearing the actual Washington Redskins uniforms. I get it. You had to get the name out. I understand.
Yeah.
There wasn't any reason for me why they had to change much of anything about the color code, the actual bordering, the stitching of the actual uniform. Change the name. I understand. And it's why I wanted them to go with a nickname that started with the letter R, so they could do something.
Oh, yeah,
But
that
even-
classic R is wonderful.
Even for a throwback, though.
All you think of is Joe Gibbs in that hat.
Yeah, even for a throwback, thank you for mentioning that, because I'm talking about the Joe Gibbs Curse of R.
Wonderful.
They could have still worn a helmet, because they can't put the buffalo head nickel. That's a bridge too far.
Right.
They couldn't do that for a throwback. I don't know. I don't know if we've softened on that at all, because it's a throwback type of uniform, but at least wear the helmet with the Curse of R.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, what's that R stand for?
Really fun team.
Really good. Real nice surprise.
Nice surprise.
Yeah, that's what it stands for. Or just go,
meh.
I don't know. Meh. But that's what they should have done for me. But it was nice to see at least everything up to the helmets, nice uniform. Emmitt Smith and his Zooms.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
I did.
What the hell are we doing?
Well, he's just,
What are we doing?
Watching. Chris Carter did the same thing.
It's not the Manning cast.
Well, Chris Carter did the same thing with his little white froofy dog.
It's not the Manning cast. We're watching football here. We're doing the game.
But it's Netflix.
And we have guys taking up the full screen on a Zoom call, and they're not even framed properly, and the audio sucks.
It was really bad.
Other than that, I like the score bug. I like the graphics for Netflix football.
You know what the
They're
best
all
thing?
hired guns, though.
The
'cause it's
best
not
thing
really
about
anything they
Netflix
usually
yesterday?
do.
Nate Burleson's suit.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Nate Burleson.
I love him. He can do no wrong in my world. I love Nate Burleson so much. And he looks so good in that Santa Claus suit.
Nate Burleson came in with a $10,000 Santa Claus suit.
It was amazing.
Yes, that was pretty cool.
He's beautiful. I love him. Absolutely love him.
Is he going to be done? Did I read something where he's going to be
Done
coming up on an end on Good Morning?
I know that Tony, what's his name? Dopapill, I think is his name, who was the host with he and Dopevocal or something like that, and Gail King. He's now going to be the nightly news anchor for CBS. But the way CBS is going and all of their news issues and, I don't know. Nate should just go be with the NFL. I think it's probably a safer bet.
I thought I seen something that he wasn't going to be picked back up for this.
Oh, and
show.
hey,
But he does a good job.
Just
I do
really
agree with
quick
you.
to our guy Speed Skis.
Speed Skis.
Guess what, buddy? I can complain all I want. Love
What's
you.
wrong?
Oh, he's
don't pick fights.
No, I do. I
with-
like to pick fights with Speed
What are you
Skis.
what are you doing?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that can go on all day,
I know,
Jen,
it's
if
funny.
you try to do that.
It's just funny. So Speed Skis. Hi. Sorry, I'm complaining too much.
You're breaking the fourth wall
I
when
love
you
you,
do
Speed
that.
Skis.
When you go to the
Hope you
when
have a great break from your
Jesus.
teaching job.
Jen, I'm gonna put you in the corner if you do that again.
Can we put Speed Skis in jail?
No, I'm gonna
Because let's go to jail Friday.
I'm gonna put you in jail for doing it. You gotta let him go. You gotta let the
Let him go to
cesspool run
jail,
its
and then he can
course.
go back and teach the kids.
No, I want to get into this. We got into a good debate earlier about what's better, Christmas as a kid or Christmas as an adult. Jen Winters is in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit a 25-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on southbound 71 on that north side at Polaris Parkway. Expected to be stop and go from Big Walnut Road. And we've got a 5-minute delay due to an accident that's on Sunbury Road between Easton Way and Morse Road. This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your go-to destination for nonstop entertainment. Play for fun and play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Men, the new year is here, and if you're like many of us, you're ready to improve your health. But if you're feeling low energy, not sleeping well, or not seeing results in the gym, keeping that resolution can be tough. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if those symptoms sound familiar, we can likely help. They often point to low testosterone, and treating low T is what we do. But this year, we're also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring growth hormone peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more. Designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. With our low T treatments combined with our body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. More energy, better focus, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Instant classics are exciting, but true legends have impact over time, like how Plant Moran has been counted on by companies and clients for the past 100 years. Counted on for advice by the workwear brand You Zip Up Every Day. Counted on for guidance by the zoos and aquariums inspiring the next generation. Counted on for a holistic approach to those growing, protecting, and sharing their wealth. From accounting to tax to consulting to wealth management, we're built year after year on the stories and success we help others achieve. Here's to the next 100 years of Plant Moran. Count on us.
Timmy Hall and, real common man here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got plenty of holiday specials for you this month. You can enjoy a 4-course wine dinner at the lounge at Final Cut. Plus, there's holiday takeout specials.
And we got happenings on New Year's Eve.
What's happening?
Winning. You could win a 2026 Chevy Traverse, $35,000 in cash, or $50,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit.
It's all going down this month at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Right now, select varieties of Doritos, Ruffles, or Tostitos are on sale. Buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's that time of year when one episode turns into just one more season. When dessert turns into dinner. And time doesn't exist until the clock strikes midnight. Wait, what time is it? It's time to finish strong. At Planet Fitness, we're not waiting for the new year to give it everything we've got. Enjoy 24-hour access at most clubs when you join for $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Deal ends December 31st. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
It's Sunday Night Football on the Fan 2. Catch the Bears and 49ers live from the Bay. Fan coverage starts Sunday at 7:30 on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Your radio home of the NFL, the Fan.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Toyotathon is on at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. With inventory on the lot and fresh inventory rolling in daily, now is the time to treat yourself before the holidays. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for Toyotathon specials or visit our festive showroom on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
It's Friday and there's football. I shall call it Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for all things football. The Fan.
The only thing more erotic than listening to this show is riding through Krispy Kreme's conveyor of goo. But only one of those things is legal. This is Man and Timmy.
Ooh, the conveyor of goo. Jen Winters is in for Common Man today. I will say, I got to give a special shout out to Ryan Baker. He's filling in. He's helping us out. Second
God's
shift
work today.
Baker, your cookies, man. I will say your last name is fitting because when you find yourself an oven and you got some flour and some sugar and some goodies, you know what you're doing. I would like to pay you money for an entire sheet of your white chocolate Jason Williams clusters.
Dude, those are
I would love some of those.
Good.
It's just following directions, Timmy. That's all it is. And
Well, you do it well.
Those are even done in a crock pot, so you don't even need an oven for those.
You know, I'm not going to allow you to brush off the compliment because anything in the kitchen is following instructions. That's all it is. But you have to have the want to. You have to have the desire. and you have to give a little bit of care and attention to it, which is why like I take good pride in anytime I get in the kitchen and try to make something. I want to make it well. I tried barbecuing a little bit more in the last 2 years, and I want to keep that going in 2026 and get a better smoker so I can up the game a little bit. But I made the mac and cheese for Christmas dinner, and so we did sort of the hybrid. We did some roasted carrots, some mac and cheese for our side dishes, and then we combined that with our Jack Stack barbecue. But so many people have asked for the mac and cheese recipe. I want to know if any of you guys have cooked it and if it came out well, because
I
did it again, and it was great. I have it in a Word document now.
Oh, well,
so I can zip it
over.
right over to you. I'll shoot it right over to you.
Yeah, okay.
Baker, you want it? I'll shoot it right over. I'm going to actually make you. I'm going to make you
mac and cheese.
your own mac and cheese. I'm going to deliver it to your home.
Your mint chip fudge, that was amazing.
Was it?
I loved that.
Good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed.
It was just so sweet just to have, a little bag of cookies, and it was nice to have on Christmas Day.
And with the infusion of your Christmas cookies, and the ones
Callie's.
The ones in Callie's, our listener
Christmas
Callie,
cookies.
who came in on Monday and dropped off some cookies. In addition to those, plus the ones that I already had, having some cookies at our friend's house as well, I can't get it done.
What?
I can't get it done. Today was rough. This morning? This morning it was like a detox. And it's not like it was anything that I had planned. It just burst.
I was going to say you need to take some fiber gummies or something.
Where is this going?
You know damn well where it's going.
Well, I mean, is there a lot of cheese consumption as well?
Yes,
there you go.
I made mac and cheese.
There's this cheese consumption.
Come on.
I mean,
this cheesy corn bake, cheesy potato bake, macaroni and cheese.
Regular ass cheese.
Then all the barbecue. Regular ass cheese. I had to eat a bunch of the cheese. I'm doing fresh off the block, sharp cheddar, Amish Swiss, Gruyere, like good stuff off the block. I'm chowing down on that stuff to make sure that it's good.
We do the Swedish Christmas Eve dinner with my folks, and a lot of it is cheese based. And so we went to Grandpa's Cheese Barn, on the way up to Cleveland.
Grandpa's Cheese Barn. That's a place.
Oh, you've never been there?
No, I've never. I ain't
Timmy,
been.
it's a
Ashland?
magical place.
It's called Grandpa's
Cheese Barn and Fudge.
The home of Mark the Shark.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's
he eats cheese now in retirement.
No, he's
that's
just
where
from
he's from
Ashland,
there.
So.
I know. It feels better if he just lives in the
they
shop.
have two
now.
buildings. One is full of cheese. The other is full of fudge. And I can't believe you've never been there.
No, I've been to Young's Dairy.
Young's
you ever been out there?
I love Young's. Young's is fantastic.
We were out there a couple of weeks ago when the blizzard came in. Oh, no. It was very peaceful. It was kind of wild.
Oh, I'm sure.
Imagine being at that place.
That'd be beautiful
on a weekend. Like, think about that. You guys have heard of that place, right?
I've been there. We go there at least once a year. I love it.
Everyone's down there trying to find Dave Chappelle, like nearest town. Ooh, where's Chappelle? Chappelle out here this
time? Go to
Where's
Peaches.
Chappelle?
That's where you see Chappelle.
You look for Dave, and then you go to Young's Dairy, and you play 36 holes of mini golf or whatever, and there's 7,000 people there.
Yes.
And what's impressive is that they churn you through the line.
They are a well-oiled machine.
800 people there trying to get a burger and a $10 milkshake. John Travolta would have
lost his mind
if he only knew how good of a deal that $5 milkshake was. Man, you see these milkshakes now? Oh shit! Like it's bad. But there was nobody there when we were there during the blizzard. And I thought, there'd still be a normal crowd because it's still the burgers are hitting.
The burgers are good. The
ice cream in the cold is still great for me.
Their candy cane ice cream is my favorite thing. Oh, it's so good.
We sat like in that main kind of dining area in the middle, and they have that one like big, huge, like sturdy Amish wooden table.
Yeah.
And we were able to sit at that one. It was almost like Game of Thrones style. Nobody was there. We're looking at the big panoramic windows, and it's peaceful and it's quiet
it's so
and snowing
beautiful
out there
too.
Yeah. No, it was great.
Did you go pet the goats?
Couldn't get home, but almost crashed 6 times trying to get home. Did almost kill our family driving in front of a salt truck and the car started to spin. I totally thought I was making the smart move because you don't want to jam on the brakes, right?
Right.
I'm like, let's keep this thing going, moving. And as I'm doing, I'm like, no, this is going to be cutting it really close. And Sarah's sitting there just like, Tim. I'm like, not now, honey, not now.
Did you go under the log truck? Is that what happened?
You honestly think I don't know that, honey? Amen. It worked. Let's do some jails real quick.
Okay, go for it.
I've got our favorite courier. Yes, good afternoon, my favorite clean radio show. Where's my thing? Hold on.
It is good.
It's your favorite courier from New Lexington. On Christmas Eve, I got too close to the east side ramp of 270 from 70. It's always the mean streets with him. Probably about 10 miles away, so not a bunch of town lights just yet. I'm in the slow lane like a good clean boy, and two vehicles speed past me. Don't think anything of it. As I approach the corner, I see brake lights, but I can see it's those two people who are stopped by themselves in the fast lane on 70. I assume the person in front wasn't a fan of how close the outer vehicle was. We need 2 jail sentences for speeding and risking people's lives and for being a D-bag on Christmas Eve. GTJ, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's 5 years in jail.
Yeah, that's
stopping, getting to a point where you're stopping on the interstate.
No,
ridiculous.
No, goodness. I went to a concert here in town last week. It was J. Roddy Walston. He does a Christmas show at Scully's. It's fantastic. We got there early. We got good spots. And then the people who stood behind us throughout the entire show decided to talk the whole time. The entire show. These people talked and talked and talked.
Talking at the concert.
And it was terrible.
Even obnoxious singing. Like if you are singing to a point where it's just annoying, or you're just screaming like a fangirl or a fanboy too much, just screaming and yelping.
These people were just being obnoxious, and it was just like, if you want to go talk to someone and listen to music, go to a bar.
And you can suck at singing too.
Right.
I'm not saying like we know you're not as good, but like if you're trying to just have a good time and enjoy the show, that's all that I ask.
You paid to get in here, and you're just going to stand there and talk the entire time. And then they left at the encore, and then there were a bunch of girls who came up to shoot TikToks.
TikToking.
But if you see
it's all about TikToks.
Someone flipping the bird in TikToks from Scully's, that was me.
We were
double fisting.
We were communicating.
Yes, I was communicating
keeping up with foreign relations.
Because they were keeping their flash in our eyes.
Giving them the bird.
Could not win that night.
I promise. We didn't get
what
into
did I
the
forget
discussion.
To do?
No, I didn't do the tease there.
What was the
Christmas
tease?
As an adult?
Oh, crap.
Christmas as a kid.
Sorry about that.
You would think it's all about Christmas as a kid.
No.
You would think.
You would think.
Get into that coming up here. Jen Winters is in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a bit of a holdup due to an accident that's on the left shoulder of eastbound 670 after Neal Avenue. And you're looking at slower traffic on northbound 71 on the south side between Green Lawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Protect your home with R&R Foundation Specialist. Family owned, honest, and pressure free. Get expert waterproofing, fair quotes, and smart advice that puts your home first. Visit RRFoundationSpecialist.com. Your trusted local pros in foundation and waterproofing. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Leaky pipes, no hot water, issues with your sewer or drains? When plumbing problems strike, Logan Services is ready to help you out. We offer free estimates on water heaters, water softeners, and drain lines. Whether it's a surprise leak or an aging water tank, we'll give you an honest recommendation so you can take action fast. Don't wait. Schedule your free plumbing estimate now. Fast, friendly service you trust from Logan Services.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business. Common Man here for Germain Nissan. You'd have to be crazy not to consider a Nissan from Germain Nissan, especially this month during their annual final sale, where every car's been marked down to the lowest possible price. Plus, with Germain's $1,000 price promise, no one will sell you a Nissan for less. J.D. Powers ranked Nissan #1 in customer satisfaction among mainstream
name brands. No credit, bad credit, Germain Nissan can help you get in the car today. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road, GermainNissan.com.
Ready for a night of nonstop laughs? Stavros Halkias is coming to Mershon Auditorium on February 22nd. Don't miss the chance to see the comedy star live. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Donate your card today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your card today. Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025.
Guys, you heard of TRT, but have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start your treatment, you'll wish you had done it sooner. All the guys I know go to Synergetics and Low T Center for TRT. The TRT test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testosterone is pure, not compounded. Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get it now for your free TRT test. The best you is waiting. No appointment is necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
When it's 6 a.m. and you need a skid steer and you want to talk to an actual person about skid steers, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and hardest working equipment experts in Columbus, we can help steer you to the right skid steer at the right price right now. Tracks or wheels, diesel or gas, light, medium, or heavy duty. Plus attachments for loading, grading, digging, drilling, tilling, and trenching. No wonder the Columbus builders building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
The Lindsay Honda year-end clearance is on. Enjoy the lowest prices of the season on hundreds of new in-stock Hondas, like 2026 Civic Sport Hybrid Sedan or 2026 HR-V LX front-wheel drive. Your choice, just $299 a month, zero cash down. Remember, our goal is 100% credit approval. Shop Lindsay Honda and save big.
From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Happy Honda Clearance on select 2025 models only. Visit lindsayhonda.com for details.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good evening, I'm Nate Butterball with your sports update. According to Peter Thamel and Dave Wetzel of ESPN, Michigan has agreed to a 5-year deal with Kyle Whittingham to become their new head football coach. Whittingham stepped down after 21 seasons at Utah. He led the Utes to an almost 67% winning percentage and an unbeaten season in 2008. The deal is expected to be announced this evening. In other coaching news, Ohio University has officially promoted defensive coordinator John Hauser to head coach. He coached OU to a 17-10 win over UNLV on Tuesday in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. Afternoon football saw Northwestern beat Central Michigan 34-7 in the Game Above Sports Bowl, and Minnesota and New Mexico just got going in the Rate Bowl. And in the NHL, the CBJ returned to the ice Sunday night at Nationwide Arena to take on the Islanders. This update brought to us by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. This new year, don't set a goal without a clear course to results. Drop weight your first weekend every week. Awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news, what happens to the fan? Ohio Sports Destination.
Oh, look. It's Common Man and Timmy taking a break from ping pong. Okay, voice guy go pee-pee now. Here's Man and Timmy.
Thank you guys so much for being here with us. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas yesterday, and you got all the cheer in your system that you possibly could. And we appreciate you guys spending a few hours with us here. And next week is going to be a very big week here on The Fan. We're getting ready for the Buckeyes' first college football playoff game. They're taking on Miami. They don't have to play in that first round. Well, I mean, the first round's over and done with. They didn't have to play in it. They got to sit there pretty and wait for their next opponent, and that is the Miami Hurricanes. New Year's Eve in a college football playoff quarterfinal. We've got Jen Winters sitting in for Common Man. Do you want to pick the parlay right now, Jen?
Sure, I will.
Pizzazz time.
Pizzazz.
Let's do it.
Common Man and Timmy present Pick Your Parlay.
I will start, Jen.
Go for it.
Now let's start off with some bowl game goodness.
Yes.
Nothing says American traditions like the Rate Bowl at Chase Field in the desert of Arizona. Baker, you watching that game? I got a live bet going on right here.
I am loving these New Mexico uniforms, by the way. They're kind of looking like old school Miami Dolphins almost. These are sharp.
We got that gopher head on the helmet, on the Minnesota helmet too.
They look good.
What's the score?
Nothing. There is no score.
Who's winning?
Perfect. I can tell you who's going to win since it's still 0. We're watching our boat rowers, our PJ Flex and the Flecktones, his beautiful bald head, and he's taking on the Fighting Brian Urlachers, who used to have a wonderful bald head, Minnesota and New Mexico. It's a classic quarterback battle of Drake Lindsay and New Mexico's Jack Lane. Lane has 13 touchdowns to 9 interceptions this year. Yuck. So we know New Mexico isn't 9-3 due to quarterback play, but we think Minnesota is going to be held down in this one. Not bloody likely. This is what the Flecktones live for. Cheap, meaningless bowl games that aren't meaningless to him. He could get to 7-0 in bowl games at Minnesota with a victory, winning games like the Quick Lane, the Outback, that's a big one for him, the Guaranteed Rate, the Pinstripe, the Quick Lane again, the Duke's Mayo, and now the Plain Rate Bowl. They had to lose the Guaranteed because can't guarantee the rates anymore. Oopsie daisy. Minnesota -1.5 and the over 43.5. Let's go. Then at 8, a true American classic, because I was joking about the Rate Bowl being a classic. No one thinks that. But the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl, that one cuts deep in American football culture. Played at Gerald Ford Stadium in Dallas. The 6-6 Utsas take on 7-5 Florida International. Yuck. But we've got a semi-famous son in this one. Utah quarterback Owen McCown, a good, clean boy. The same McCown as Josh McCown of the Cardinals, the Lions, the Raiders, the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Hartford Colonials, the 49ers, the Bears, the Bucks, the Browns, the Jets, the Eagles, the Texans. The same son. God. Owen has 27 touchdown passes this year, and he's going to lead those little road runners to victory. Utsa -6.5 and over 61.5. Let's go. Then in the NFL, let's call it Operation Screw Up a Great Draft Pick, and it's coming to pro football in Ohio near you. The Browns are hosting Jen's Steelers.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jen hates her team as much as she loves them, like a true fan. And the Bengals host the Cardinals and all-time great Jacoby Brissett. Joe Burrow is going to be a little bit happier and make sure Zach Taylor gets to coach in Cincy for the rest of his life, even though he can't make a playoff to save his ace. And the Browns and Shador, they'll be zipping that ball to Harold Fannin Jr. all day long. Go BG Falcons. Bengals -7 and over 53.5. Browns money line and under 34.5. $10 gets you $1,361.50. Jen.
Okay, I hope to live up to pizzazz, but it's probably not going to happen.
Pizzazz.
So we're just going to start off with...
Just say it like Teddy. Just yell
one
it.
of my favorite bowl games ever. It's the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Tomorrow, we're going to do Moneyline, Georgia Tech at BYU, 3:30 p.m. I got to go with Georgia Tech. My aunt from Atlanta's in town. We are Georgia Tech fans at our house because Mark Price, for life. Anyway, yes, Georgia Tech wins the Pop-Tart Bowl. I hope they pick whatever flavor. I hope it's a strong pick and not like a weak pick. And they send that Pop-Tart to Pop-Tart heaven and enjoy eating it. And then we're going to move on to tomorrow night because we have NFL, because we cannot have any college football games in December without the NFL just stomping all over them. The Packers and the Ravens. The Ravens are at Lambeau Field tomorrow night. The Ravens are in a downward spiral, and I'm living for it. Lamar Jackson, I don't know what he's doing. Talk about kind of hurt there.
Super Bowl.
So I think the Packers are going to win. So let's go Packers. And then on Sunday, you've already alluded to it. It's the Steelers at the Browns, and I hope that the Steelers can win. I'm going to say they're going to win because I'm taking them in the money line. Yes, I hate my team very much, but I'm enjoying the fact that the Ravens are on a spiral, the Browns suck, and the Bengals are just completely out of it.
Aaron Rodgers, your guy.
And Aaron Rodgers, gosh, I
love him.
You know, I don't pray for injury on anybody, but I do for him. So, but still,
love him.
And then an injury to Rudolph, Mason Rudolph, because he's the worst. Moving on.
He got hit in the head by a helmet again.
Oh, I would love that. I would supply the helmet to Myles Garrett if he would hit him in the head again. I'd give him 2 helmets.
Did he say it?
He totally said it. Are you kidding me? Man's a terrible human being. Moving on. Patriots at the Jets. Obviously, I'm going to go with the Patriots with that one. It's kind of a no-brainer. Eagles and Bills. Could this be a possible Super Bowl matchup?
I don't know.
Probably not, but I'm going to go with the Eagles on the money line. The Niners and the Bears. Got to go with the Niners. They're looking really, really, really good. The Rams at the Falcons. Sorry, Aunt Marcia, but the Falcons are trash. And I think the Rams could also be another Super Bowl contender. The Cardinals at the Bengals. I'm going to jump out on a limb here, and I'm going to go with Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals to beat sad emo Joe Burrow.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
7-point dogs.
I can't. With the Bengals, you can't trust them. Get Zach Taylor out of there. Get Joe Burrow, someone competent to save his career, because I fear it's spiraling out of control. And then finally, I've got Texas at Chargers, the Texans at the Chargers tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, and I'm going with the Texans on that one. So if you spend $10, you're going to earn $1,982.
I figured it'd be a lot.
Sorry.
Ryan
Good
Baker.
luck.
Our boy.
So those are both good. Those both pay well, but I know my guy Panama Ted, he likes to go big or go home.
Yes, he does.
We're going to keep his tradition, and we're going to go a 10-leg parlay here.
Keep hope alive.
Yes.
We are going to start it off tonight in the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres, they have won 7 straight games. Even though they've won 7 straight games, they are still behind the Boston Bruins in the standings. The Bruins are the better team. Give me the Bruins at plus 130 on the money line tonight. Then we'll go to tomorrow. The beginning of the year, we all would have thought Clemson and Penn State would have been playing each other in a bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
Probably would have been a college football playoff game, though. Somebody, maybe me, had Clemson winning the national championship. Boy, was that wrong. Tomorrow they're going to match up in Yankee Stadium in the Pinstripe Bowl. Give me Penn State as the underdog on the money line at plus 130. Tomorrow night, we have NFL. The Packers, they've already clinched their playoff spot. No Jordan Love. It looks like Malik Willis. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson is doubtful. I don't care. Tyler Huntley knows the Ravens offense. I'm going the Ravens at plus 190 to win the game. Then we're going to go to NFL Sunday. Timmy, I like the Browns. One thing I know about a Browns fan, when you think they can't win and the other team's playing really good, somehow they pull out the win. So I'm going Browns on the money line.
And ruin the season.
Ruin the season. I'm also going to go Bengals against the Cardinals over 34.5 points. That's just the Bengals total in this game. The Cardinals have given up over 40 in 4 of their last 6. Then on next Tuesday, we're going to go to the Music City Bowl. I saw Illinois beat an overrated SEC team last year in their bowl game. I think they do it again. Give me Illinois on the money line against Tennessee. And then I'm going all favorites in the college football playoff game. So that would be Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon.
We're like 3 minutes past the bed right now.
And Georgia, $10, $9,905.
We've never gone that long in the history of Pick Your Parlay. That was big.
Crazy.
That was big. Hey, I did a full review of a classic movie, and I think the take is pretty hot.
Okay.
That's next. Jen Winters is in. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is moving a little slow due to an accident that's on Alum Creek Drive at East Main Street, and you're going to run into a couple-minute holdup due to a crash that's on Sunbury Road between Easton Way and Morse Road. This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your go-to destination for nonstop entertainment. Play for fun and play for free at ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
In Columbus, how you roll up on game day matters. And with Polestar are redefining the driving experience. The Polestar 3 isn't just an electric SUV. It's an SUV that drives like a sports car. Precise, powerful, silent enough to hear the crowd before you see the stadium. Drive it today at Polestar Columbus, or visit polestarcolumbus.com for a test drive and to learn about our competitive lease offers.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Truck drivers, wherever you want to take your driving career in 2026, Schneider has an opportunity for you. Our huge selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers can choose from dedicated, intermodal, dry van, and tanker options. Don't wait to upgrade your career before the new year. Search jobs and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
It's really been amazing, the amount of people that I've had contact me, and the talk is generally centered around QC Kinetics, and whether it's a knee, whether it's a back, a hip, shoulder.
He's always happy to talk about how QC Kinetics all-natural regenerative treatments finally gave him relief without surgery. That's former pro football player Bobby Carpenter.
My message to them is do not wait and push off a week, a month, whatever it is. So if you want to feel better this summer, now would be the time to get in. If you want to feel better in the fall, make sure that you're getting in here so you can go out and play golf and do the things that you love and enjoy.
Spoken by a man who experienced relief firsthand. QC Kinetics gave this former pro athlete back his mobility, his activity, and they'll do the same for you.
Has really helped me in just my general quality of life.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
When it comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
The Buckeyes are back in the playoffs, and the Fan and 10 TV are back with Chasing the Championship.
Sponsored by Logan Services.
Keep it locked on the Fan, 10 TV, and 10 TV Plus, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
This misty rain continues into the evening, but will come to an end tonight. Temperatures falling into the upper 30s. We'll be in the mid-40s to upper 40s Saturday, mostly cloudy and mostly dry. Saturday night, rain comes back by Sunday morning. Temperatures in the mid-60s Sunday afternoon. Thunderstorms Sunday night before a big cool down Monday. That's your latest 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
The Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook sponsor of Common Man and Timmy. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
How many points can your IQ fall in 3 hours? You're about to find out. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Jen, we've got to talk about something that is very, very important.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Affects a lot of guys
Yep.
here in town, and we've got to do the work. That's why we're here. That's why Tri-State Men's Health is here. Because if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, ED as they call it in the biz, especially this time of year.
Yes.
You want to be merry. You want to be all about joy. 'Tis the season for all these things. And if you are not in, perfect working condition, well, they're not going to be as merry as you'd like to be. So see our friends at Tri-State Men's Health. They have many, many different ways that they can treat erectile dysfunction. They're going to give you the right kind of treatment plan, what works for your needs. Go to tristatemenshealth.com. You'll see how they have 2 lovely locations right here in Central Ohio, so they're easy to get to. Their treatments, they're going to work when those pills or herbals fail. That stuff doesn't work. You need real stuff. They've got treatments with success rates over 90%, and some can have you last an hour or more. Dear God! So check them out, tristatemenshealth.com, or call 800-900-9654. You see them, you could be having it the very next day. Oh, so this. I'd said going into the top of the hour, something we were talking about. Sarah and I were discussing this too, and she had a take on it. And I thought it was pretty hot. I'll get to my movie thing here in a second. I was going to say, you would think that Christmas is much better as a child compared to an adult. And you would be right. It is much, much, much better when you're a kid. I did all the thinking about this. Yeah. We went back and forth. We did all the pros and we did all the cons. And I understand. See, Sarah's thing, she's coming from, she loves giving the gifts.
Yes.
She's a great gift giver. That's one of the things. Look at the jacket that I'm wearing. Like that's what actually makes me question a little bit, because me as an adult, I still get unbelievable gifts. I gotta tell you, when she got me a 40th birthday present and a Christmas gift, and I went to Pebble Beach and Spyglass Hill, I was about the luckiest guy in the world. Like I get some good stuff because of her. She's great at doing that stuff, and I like to think that I reciprocate and I give pretty good, thoughtful gifts as an adult too. So we do that stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't think you can overcomplicate it. There's nothing that matches the magic that's in the air. And being off of school for so long, there's nothing about being a child that could ever compare to when you're an adult. It's completely different. There are some things that are different in a good way that you can't really experience as a child. But the having no responsibility, having all these unbelievable presents coming your way, there's no school, you just don't have adult-type responsibilities of going back to work and then having to lock back in that closely. So I get it. I get some of the things, but it's kid all the way. All the way when it comes to this.
I love giving presents. And like putting thoughts into presents and giving presents that I think people are really, really, really going to be excited about, or they could really use. And I also like the whole celebration and getting ready for all of it, because there's this tradition in what you do. But you're right. Growing up, I was in a family where we celebrated Christmas with my dad's side and we did Hanukkah with my mom's side. And so having 2 holidays was like the greatest thing ever. So I guess I don't know. I still really love it as an adult, but yeah, as a kid, it was probably way better.
Yeah, again.
We weren't spending the money as kids. We were getting what our parents were spending the money on, and now we're the ones spending money on the gifts, which, I mean, the money going out is that kind of sucks, but it's still, I like to surprise people and see people happy.
It's great. And that's the part, that is the part that I do lean on.
I love that.
Getting to, hang out with your friends, hang out with your families, that type of things. And to be able to see it through another set of eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're getting to see it through another set of eyes because now you've got the experiences of you remembered what that was like. And you always wondered what that felt like for your parents. And then now you are doing that on the other side.
Exactly.
And we did, I watched an old video. I was telling Mike about this. It was the year that we got Jack his Xbox. So time really does go by and it's crazy. Like you don't know it while you're in it, but the amount of growing physically, mentally, emotionally, all of it, from 8 to 14. Oh my God. It's major. He's closer to being a man now, which is how he looks and all that. But my God, he had that silent cry. And I was glad, I looked at a video and the video didn't pick up until maybe the best part was over.
Yeah.
So that's just in here. And in here, so that I have that in my mind and in my heart. But
and that's actually
I picked it up while he was
more important.
Yeah, he was opening some of the games, some of the parts that went to it. But when he opened the big item, he was one, and I don't think he knew he was really going to get it because we're kind of building up we'll see, we'll see.
A little thing.
He's a little thing called we'll see. My line now is I don't know if you've been good enough, to get something like that. And my thing now that he's becoming a teenager is every time he acts out, it's there's another present that just went out the window, or, another one that found its way into a dad's stocking or whatever. Every slip up, that's just me being a dad. But his reaction for that was so great.
Oh, and
it was the silent cry and the put the head down and just sort of soak it in.
Yeah.
For a couple of moments. And it was really, really cool. And I hope that a lot of moms and dads, a lot of you guys out there had that special moment. And maybe that was the one yesterday. If it was just the right kind of gift, it just hit the right way.
Yeah.
That's good.
It is good. I mean, I got my niece, she's 2.5, a little DJ turntable.
Oh.
Makes all
That's
the
pretty
noise.
cool.
It's got a light show and everything. And gosh, she was so excited for it. So.
All right. I have another jail. We'll have some jails as we get around the end of the show. This one from the burner phone. You guys can text 614-787-3093. Get him in here. Jen will do a ton in the final segment too. goodcleanboy@gmail.com. And you can tweet us, X us at Man and Timmy. This one from Jeff Rimmer's middle half on the burner phone says, my turd burglars.
What did I say, nipple?
Go to jail, people who get your kids slime for Christmas. Yes. Not there was an item, not slime. It's like a sand kind of product.
Oh, kinetic sand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff sucks. We were getting each other's kids kinetic sand for about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
This was going back and forth from my sister's family to our family. We kept sending Amazon kinetic sand pings from across Ohio to Virginia for several Christmases. Oh, you're going to send that to us? I think I'll send you a double batch. Send it back your way. Allie's really going to love that.
Gets in the carpet, gets everywhere.
My God.
Oh, boy.
Deep into the shag. You can't get it out. So, I don't want to do a whole Christmas movie, not a Christmas movie.
Right.
But
it is, though. It is a Christmas movie.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
It takes place during Christmas.
It is.
I'm not going to go in about that. What I am going to say, after a thorough and an enjoyable watch, it's not every time I get to sit on the couch. And how many times do you guys get to sit on the couch and watch a movie all the way through? Honest to God.
Tell you the
uninterrupted.
last time that happened.
It doesn't happen.
No.
Last night, Home Alone.
Oh,
good.
That's
you did.
Awesome.
I did.
You didn't move.
I made sure. Didn't move.
You didn't move.
Nope.
First time in a while for any movie?
Oh, yeah. Probably a long time.
Well, good for you.
Good job.
Good for you. But I did it for Die Hard. And I can probably say it's one hand I can count on the amount of times I've seen Die Hard. I've seen it, know about it, known the plot.
Yeah.
but I picked up so much more for this thorough watch and review. And I think what I will tell you is it's the best action movie ever made.
It's pretty damn good.
Best of all time.
It's probably
that good.
I've never thought about my favorite action movies or the best.
No, I mean, I'm sitting here wearing a Top Gun jacket. I mean, that qualifies, right? Top Gun Maverick.
Sure.
Is that not action?
Sure.
Matrix franchise, Lethal Weapons. I mean, I've looked at some lists after I came up with this thought, and I've seen some where Die Hard wasn't even in the top 25. And I've seen some where Die Hard was in the top 10, which I'm like, that's more like it. I don't know how it couldn't be outside of a reputable top 10. The fact that you've got Skyscraper is involved, right? Mm-hmm. You have a villain like Alan Rickman. You've got to have some kind of European style, mysterious type of villain where you don't quite know what the game is. Is there something bigger at play? No, turns out he's just a really fancy bank robber. He just wants those. He wants the money.
But he's
wants
also
the
kind of like Robin Hood too, though, in a way, because he wants to get it to people who kind of need it.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he kind of does.
No, he just wants $680 million.
Okay.
He's like Steve Martin with his Christmas wish. And I would like $30 million a year wired to me in a Swiss bank account. And the kids and the singing and the crap and all that, and the goodwill and good peace, all that. It's just, he's got Theo, doing the deal with all the computer hacking. You've got McClane, she's just the coolest son of a bitch.
Yes, she is.
Come to the coast, we'll have some laughs. He's just so cool. I couldn't get over after this latest watch how good of a movie that is. Christmas movie, not Christmas movie, I don't care. It's the best action movie that's ever been made. I feel that strongly about Die Hard. If you haven't seen it, if you're not in on it, please do go watch. Get with the program. It's great.
I don't know if I can disagree with you because I can't tell you the last time I watched an action movie. So good for you. I really, it's a really crappy movie, but it's hilarious. Face Off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Face Off.
You're preaching to the choir here.
It's not as good as Die Hard, but it's still pretty damn terrible and really good.
When Nick Cage has the priest's outfit on and he grabs that chicken, like his face, he's like, ah! Like, what? Nick, what are we doing? But it is good. Yeah, anything Nick Cage, I am all here for.
Take his face off.
Take his face off. All right, Jen, I'm excited to listen to this.
Me too.
Every time I pull up the audio of the 2002 National Championship between OSU and Miami, I smile, and we want to share that with you next. Jen's in for Common Man. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some slowdown due to an accident that's involving a semi that's on southbound 71 on the north side at Cook Road. And watch out for an accident that's on Alum Creek Drive at East Main Street, causing some delay there. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Take action and get expert service from Logan Services. Heating service calls are just $79. Furnace tune-ups are also $79. And plumbing service calls are just $79. We work in your neighborhood, and scheduling online is quick and easy. So visit our website to book your appointment now. For fast, friendly service, choose Logan Services.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, We're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Panama Ted is being forced to produce this show against his will. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Going to have some fun with sound here momentarily. No final walkthrough today because we're saving that for next week. We were saving that. That's coming up on New Year's Eve as we get ready to play the Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, I said what I said about Die Hard. I think it's that good. I've got some of you guys that are chiming in. Muggsy's Leaper says T2 is better, Tim.
I mean, it's really good.
Terminator 2 is fantastic.
It's really, really good.
I gave that one a good full review no more than 2 or 3 months ago.
It's damn
And
good.
it is up there. Oh, it is.
I would
it is
need
up
to
there.
watch both of those back to back because it's been years since I've seen either one. So
That's where the line came where I said it's a whip around cock and blow you away. When he does the sawed-off shotgun where he's
so badass.
He whips it around to reload while he's on the bike.
Really badass.
It's insane.
It is.
And the liquid goo cop.
Yes.
Is one of the more terrifying images of my childhood.
Well, and to
like
think
that villain in Terminator
at that
2.
time, that was so cool. You know, they can probably do it better now, but at that time, that was amazing.
But back to Die Hard. You got Argyle, the limo driver. He's awesome. We're jamming to Run DMC.
Yes.
In their Christmas tune as we're pulling up to Nakatomi Plaza.
Christmas in Hollis.
Christmas in Hollis. We've got Carl Winslow.
I know.
We've got Reginald Vell Johnson. And what were you telling me? Like, there's
like a whole
some
thing
deep theory about this.
Where
Of like
Carl Winslow goes from L.A. to Chicago because of everything that happened in Die Hard.
Get
And
the
the
hell
reason
out.
he's so nice to Urkel is because he killed a kid.
The part where he just casually drops killing a kid.
Casually killed a
and
kid.
how much it kind of
and how much it messed
strains
with him. And
Yeah.
so that's why he's as tolerant of Urkel as he is. Because, you know, he would just rather just pull the gun out and just go blop, blop, Urkel.
all the other villains, the main villain who's he kills the brother is the first guy that he kills.
Mm-hmm.
McClane kills him early in the film, and it's the dude from the Money Pit.
Yes,
which
the blonde guy.
another one, kids, if you haven't seen this comedy, this
great
early
movie.
Tom Hanks comedy from the 80s, The Money Pit, he plays the maestro, Max, that runs the orchestra.
But you know so
He's
much.
the big villain. He basically comes back to life after he gets strangled by the chains. And Reginald Vell Johnson blows him away.
Yes.
It's just so good. So good.
But it's fun to have conversations like this and include the listeners on it, too. I think that's pretty
That's
awesome.
what we do.
I know, it's great.
That's what we do. You want to listen to some old Jim
More
Lachey
than
and Paul
anything
Keel
in the
sound?
world, Ron. Let's do it.
More than anything. So when I think of the 2002 Ohio State-Miami game, I brought a few of them. I brought a few clips to the table right here. And a lot of Ohio State football fans will agree it's one of the best plays. It probably doesn't get outside the top 3, certainly not the top 5 plays in Ohio State football history, whether that's in this century, quarter century, however long you've been alive. It is Maurice Claret's play.
Yes.
To get the football back on Sean Taylor. You think about the talent that is out there and a part of this play. Let's go back to it and listen to some classic calls of that 2002 national championship win when the Buckeyes beat the Canes, when the Canes were having one of the best runs in college football history.
Trenzel under center, fakes the handoff, rolling, looking, throwing right side, and it's caught, intercepted by Sean Taylor in the end zone, bringing it up the left side, and he's still moving and taken down at his own 28.
We got the ball back. Maurice
Football fumbled at the end of the play.
We got it back.
Ohio State's got it. Ohio State has it inside the Miami 30 on an exchange twice on the same play.
Great hustle by number 13, Maurice Claret, coming from behind to take the ball away, coming up with a fumble recovery.
And Sean Taylor, the Miami safety, upset it himself.
We talk about this all the time, and Mike and I are both full proponents of it, where Jim Lachey and Paul Keels have such a rapport together
They're so good.
from doing it for a quarter century together that there are certain times where Jim can just talk while Paul is calling the action.
Well, it's like harmonization.
It's a rare thing.
It's what it is. It's like when
Yeah.
you're singing, it's harmonization and calling the game, and it's beautiful.
And the play, like let's talk about the actual play and how you're talking about one of the best safeties to ever play football is possibly changing this game. It's early in the third quarter. It's 10 and a half minutes left to go in the third, but Ohio State's got a 14-7 lead. And so you're taking this in for a score right here, and then you're thinking, oh, crap, these are the types of plays, big turnovers, get a little run back type of thing that can change a football game. And then for Maurice Clarett to go and hustle down and strip the football back, secure it, possess it, inbounds, get the football back, going back the other way again, change of possession. It's as big of a play as you can conjure up.
Can you believe that Jason Taylor, I had to look it up. He's 51 years old. He's been out of the league for...
He's somewhere right now. Where is he? He's coaching somewhere right now.
Somewhere. I just saw
Where is he,
him
Baker?
on
Miami.
That's
He's doing
right.
their D-line.
He's
defensive line for the
on the
Dolphins.
sidelines.
Makes sense.
No,
yeah.
no. The U.
No, the U.
No. Okay, yes.
Yeah, he's with the U.
He's with the U. Yeah.
It's
we're
crazy.
facing him, yes.
How crazy is that?
My bad.
When he was elected in the Hall of Fame in 2017. It just felt like it was yesterday that he was elected.
All right. Let's fast forward, Jen. Let's fast forward in the game. And another one where you're going to hear you hear Jim in all of these calls.
Yes.
That's what's great about it, that harmonization you said.
I know.
Fourth down. Like this appears to be it. This appears to be it for Ohio State. You lose. And then? Here we go.
4th and 3. Ohio State at Miami's 5 here in overtime.
Comes the
Snap
blitz.
to Krenzel. Blitz coming. Throws right corner of the end zone. And batted away from Gamble. And the game is over.
Flag! There's a flag!
Wow, that came late.
It's a flag!
A penalty flag dropped as Glenn Sharp,
There's a
the
flag.
quarterback, had covered Chris Gamble in the right corner of the end zone.
He got mugged, and they were right there. That'll be first down on the 1 yard line.
Wow.
He got mugged. God bless Jim.
One more time.
Please.
One more time.
Do it again.
One more time, because the last one's like a minute long. Let me hear this one again.
4th and 3. Ohio State at Miami's 5 here in overtime.
comes the
Snap to
blitz.
Krenzel. Blitz coming. Throws right corner of the end zone. And batted away from Gamble. And the game is over.
Flag! There's a flag!
Wow, that came late.
It's a flag!
A penalty flag dropped as Glenn Sharp,
There's a
the
flag.
quarterback, had covered Chris Gamble in the right corner of the end zone.
He got mugged, and they were right there. That'll be first down on the 1 yard line.
Wow.
You know what?
God, I love it so much.
The call's fine. There was another call earlier in that game that severely went against Ohio State that benefited Miami. So stuff like that does happen in a college football game. You're going to argue about that one until the end of days. That's the way it was called. That's the way it happened. And then it came up on this. And Jim's asking for a little bit of defense here for Ohio State to get the job finished.
Defense!
Andre Johnson, Ethnic Sands, wide right. Roscoe Parrish, wide left. Peyton alone in the backfield. Dorsey under a center, Romberg. Sands motioning. Back is Dorsey to throw. Being grabbed, he throws it in the end zone. And it's incomplete. The Buckeyes win the national championship as defensive pressure got to Ken Dorsey and forced him to throw an incompletion. C. Grant right on the spot and in 2 overtimes. Ohio State grabs the national championship and ends Miami's 34-game streak.
Wow! Can you believe it? Buckeyes come with the blitz. They come with the pressure. I'm speechless, Paul. This is unbelievable the way this team has fought.
They never make it easy.
Never
make it easy.
But they've never quit.
And in 2 overtimes, Ohio State, in a game in which penalties in the overtimes played a big part of it. And for the first time since 1968, the Buckeyes are the kings of the college football hill as they beat Miami 31-24 in 2 overtimes.
And I think the thing that Jim was experiencing there, being a player and being so close to this, and being relatively new in that booth, doing that job, is how long it had been. As Paul says there at the end, you're looking at 1968 for a team, for a brand that had still been there. and been in the mix and had really good teams in the 90s with Cooper and losing all those games to Michigan, and they're wrecking these great seasons with these heralded teams with Eddie George and Pace and Galloway and David Boston and all these dudes and Terry Glenn, and you just couldn't get over the hump. The countless defensive stalwarts, too. And you win that game, and it pours out. It just pours out. I love it. It's pure.
Oh, and my favorite, though, is you talk to anybody who's a Miami fan, and they just want to barf
Ask Jeremiah Smith.
Place. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, ask him. All right. Jen Winters is in for Common Man. That was fun. Back page coming up. It's Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's on westbound 270's off-ramp to 315 on the North Outer Belt that's causing traffic to slow down there. And watch out for a couple-minute delay due to a crash that's on Sunbury Road between Easton Way and Morse Road. This report is sponsored by the Ohio Department of Transportation. What do we do to be safe and ready to go? Buckle up, phones down, take it slow. Let's work together to ensure everyone makes it home for the holidays. Brought to you by ODOT, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and Ohio Traffic Safety Office. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at Tri-State Men's Health, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at Tri-State Men's Health. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org. Again, that's myohiohome.org. Homeownership. Make it part of your future. Sponsored by the Ohio Housing Finance Agency, aired by the Ohio Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then you.
And then I.
And then we.
Brought neuromuscular disease into screaming color with the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
For 75 years, our voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
We've willed the impossible into existence.
We've pushed the science,
raised the funds,
shifted the narrative,
and transformed the reality of life with neuromuscular diseases.
For 75 years, we've built communities together,
established the field of neuromuscular medicine,
and made it thrive.
Call that a legacy.
Call it impact.
Call it momentum.
Just call it ours.
Because it's the generations of community heroes that give MDA the strength we have today.
And until neuromuscular disease is a thing of the past, you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Dormar, your pilot hero. If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
For the past 100 years, Shriners Children's has become family to over 1.5 million kids.
In tough times and good times, they're there when we need them most.
Please go online right now to loveshriners.org.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Have you already started your tailgate? Us too. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Buckeye Show is coming up next here. Little Friday night special as we go into game week for Ohio State football. Tim May and Patrick Murphy, couple of guys that cover tons of Buckeye football. They had an open practice session today.
Yes.
I don't know how much stuff was shown. I don't know if there's any kind of things they could get from the offensive line. I know
maybe they were just
Tiger Shabola is fixing to be out for this one, so Josh Padilla or Gabe Van Sickle, who's done a nice job. Van Sickle had a far better grade when he was in that last game against Indiana than Shabola did, and he's been kind of up and down. So we got to get that O-line tip-top going into this next
game.
game.
Sure those two guys were both there for it.
Yeah, I think they were both there. And again, I don't know how much you were able to see from that practice session, from that little window. But we shall see, and I do expect that health-wise for Ohio State, especially when you're talking about, we heard from Jeremiah Smith earlier last week, he was saying at that point, like, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be solid. Unless something very bad happened along the way, you would think that Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith, and you can't undersell that. I said that last week, too. It's one thing to kind of rely on the fact that you are Ohio State and you can't make excuses. It's next man up type of mentality. If you lose a key player, well, do not worry, because the next 5-star guy, at the rate that Brian Hartline was recruiting that position, that next guy, well, Brandon Ennis will slide right up, and you won't really feel any kind of effect. I respect all those recruits that they're bringing in.
Yeah.
And Brandon Ennis is a really good player, and I hope he improves next year as well if he stays here. But when you're talking about guys as good as Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, even if you are Ohio State and you have all these other talented players, you will have a significant letdown when those guys are either out or not 100% because they're transcendent type of football players.
Yeah, they're 1 in a million, and we got 2 of them. So
I can't wait to see these guys healthy. I can't wait to see these guys locked and loaded, hopefully, for 3 more football games.
I know, and it's been so long since we've actually seen that. So, let's cross our fingers.
Let's cross those fingers. I'm going to see if we've got any more jailbirds right here. Let's see. Scott had another one. Scott got with us earlier. He said, once again, my guys.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite, okay? Okay. Work is your new favorite.
Do you remember older kids saying, what's grosser than gross, followed by disgusting phrases? Me too. Anywho, my boss asked the warehouse guy to pick up some trash in front of our store that must have fallen out of the trash truck because I refused to believe that the lady threw it out of her moving car. You see, it was a box full of tampons, gross, a box full of used ones.
No.
My coworker used plastic gloves and curled up a snow shovel that needed to be thrown away years ago. If he weren't there, that would have been my job. However, if it was left there by the lady, she left an envelope in the trash too. So if anyone is passing by 5577 Everest Way and needs to take a growler on someone's front yard, feel free. I pray it fell out of the Rumpke truck, because if not, jail for life. GTH and GTJ.
Oh, good Lord.
Mugsy's Queasy Leaper. Well, that's just
well,
even if it was an accident, how you've got to be held responsible for that accident, but that doesn't just, it's like saying a box of kittens falls out by accident, right? That's gross. That's just your trash. You're littering. 15 years in jail.
Oh,
there can't be any tolerance for littering.
God. That's what a way to end the year on go to jail. You know?
If that's going to be the last one.
That's the last one.
If that's going to be the last one.
No, I say we just walk away. Just walk away. It's the safest thing to do right now. I mean, because you're not turning back from that.
Jen, back page.
Okay.
Me.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Yuck!
Okay, moving on. So, you know, one of our favorite movies, and we quote this all the time. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday movie or not. It's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Well, there's a spot at the very end of the movie where SWAT comes in to just get the family.
Yeah, they bust through the windows.
Bust through the windows. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. And then everybody's frozen.
Cop says something about him too. He's like, man, if I wasn't a cop, I'd bust your head myself or something.
Well, in that part, and if you notice it, Beverly D'Angelo.
Oh, yeah.
Has her hand in a certain location.
Yes, she does. And when she goes to shake the hand of the woman, she puts the hand back and it makes a noise. It makes like a certain sound, like a cupping sound. It gives me the
So she's guarding the family jewels of Clark
Sackey.
AKA Chevy Chase. And so, you know, may we blink? There you go. So the thing was, that was totally improvised. They had one take left to do that. And Beverly D'Angelo decided, you know what, I'm just going to do that. And then she told the director that she was going to do it. And they said, oh, no, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's not going to make the clip. And so she does it anyway. And they didn't notice. And it ended up in the movie, which is hilarious.
Jen, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks so much.
Thanks for doing the show with me today.
Well, this was great.
Hope
Thank
you had fun.
I had a great time. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, anybody I offended.
Sorry, what?
I just always feel like I have to apologize.
No, we don't have to apologize. Whoa.
No, I'm sorry, but I'm not. How about that? Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to apologize. How about that?
No, don't. Thanks for doing it.
Hey, thanks. And I'll see you next Tuesday.
Hey, I'll be here next Tuesday.
I know, so we'll Common Man.
Mike will be back on Monday.
Okay.
The two of us together will be back starting Tuesday for the rest of the week.
People
Big
calm
Buckeye
down.
football week.
They're going to be here. The gang's going to be all back together on Tuesday.
We're getting back.
Teddy will be here. So, yeah, enjoy the football, people.
Ryan Baker.
Bakes, we
Thanks,
love you.
buddy.
Thanks for,
it was a
he's
pleasure.
Our Iron Man.
Just a real nice
surprise.
Buckeye show. Tim May, Patrick Murphy coming up next on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch out for an accident that's on westbound 270's off-ramp to Alum Creek Drive on the South Outer Bell, causing some delay there. We also have some holdup due to a crash that's blocking the left lane if you're on eastbound 670 after Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by MedVet. Pet emergencies don't wait, and neither does MedVet. They're open 24/7, 365 days a year. From sudden injuries to serious illness, their expert teams are always ready for emergency and specialty care. Visit medvet.com.